Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ready Steady Play. And we're doing another Dune Imperium solo game today. It's quite late in the evening because it's very hot outside, so I've been waiting for it to cool down a little bit. And fortunately, it's cool enough to turn on the lights and start streaming the game. So it feels a little bit like I'm on the desert planet of Arrakis. But the good news is that we're all set up, we're ready to play, and what we're going to be doing this time is we're going to be I'm just watching. Oh no, that's not good. Hold on, please. I thought we could open a window and get some cool air in here, but we can't because this little terror is going to jump out the window. I don't know why I let you in here while I stream. But she was in here when I closed the door, and that's what happened. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing with the app, which I didn't use last time. So, if you all know about June, then you'll know that the thinking machines were, of course, outlawed because of they rose up and tried to rebel against humanity, and so they were banned and replaced with disciplined human computers called mentats. But we are, of course, reintroducing some AI into the board game to see if that makes a big difference. We played the last series with the deck that comes in the game box, so now we're going to try the app. There is a version of the app on Steam. I've got it here actually. It's called the Direwolf Game Room, and so you can get a bunch of Direwolf's games in here. But the other four are actually to do with they're the actual game that you can play, and this one is the companion app, which is also available on Android and iOS. So if we open it up, we should get some music. Wow, is that really loud for you guys? Let me know if that's too loud. Oh, actually, we don't have. Do we have this audio coming through on the stream? I don't know. Jeez, that's very loud for me though. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys can actually hear the audio coming off of the app, but you should be able to hear it on the stream. But if you can't, then I don't know how to import it necessarily. So we may just have to do without it. It's not all that good. It's not bad. It's okay. But in any case, the big thing with this was so you can see I was just having a look at the app, but the big thing about this is actually, do you know what? Let's go back and oh, my solo game is gone. Okay, well, we'll just set this up real quick. I'm gonna reset this again in a second anyway, because I'm not playing with these characters. But it guides you through all the setup, which is kind of nice. But the big thing about this one is that actually, so it does a digital version of the solo deck here, and then the big thing about this one is actually it inserts these Imperial Churn cards, which essentially cycle the deck of the cards you can buy when these come out. So I guess this is a endeavor by Direwolf Games to solve the issue of the Imperial row not really cycling in the solo version of the game. I don't it's only two cards, so I don't know if this is really going to be enough to cycle the deck, but we'll see. Um, we'll see if this changes the game significantly. The other thing is that the other thing I was going to say was that I did play the Harvest Spice card wrong actually when I was playing last time. The Harvest Spice card says that the AI will only go and take this space if there's a bonus spice there, and I was just putting them down into whatever space was available that offered the most spice. So I probably actually made the game a bit harder for myself the last time I played. Arguably, I didn't, because if they were harvesting spice more often, they were taking less positions over here on the influence tracks. So maybe I didn't make it harder, but I think I probably did make it a bit harder. Um, so there we go. This so I played on the difficulty Saudakar veteran last time, so we'll probably play on that difficulty again, especially seeing as the game might be a bit easier this time. And I've taken this character here, Helena Richie's, who is the other character that chat felt like I should play in the last stream. And the reason I'm interested in this character is because of her manipulate ability. It's her signet ring ability that says you can remove a card from the Imperium row, and then if you want to buy it in the reveal step, you can buy it for one less. So I feel like that's got kind of two benefits. It lets me reserve a card and purchase it at potentially a discount. But the other benefit of it is that I can actually use it to help cycle the Imperium row as well. So between this and also the cards in the app, hopefully what we'll see is more of a churn on the Imperium row. I also saw some interesting comments around people saying that they weren't super impressed with the solo mode in this, and I feel like I summed up my thoughts pretty. I I feel like I sort of had I communicated more or less my feelings around the game last time, but I guess one thing I did want to say was that I did feel like the AI sort of did a fairly good job of effectively capturing the feeling of playing the game with other people. But I do appreciate that it is still just kind of a victory point sort of situation. So you are just going for victory points, um, and it might not be the most interesting sort of solo mode in the world, but I think that's kind of the game as well. To an extent, the game is just hunting for victory points. So you know if that's something that you're no longer interested in, or you prefer games where the victory condition's a bit different, then that's fair enough. But I think that that's what this kind of game is, and that's kind of like what I meant when I sort of summed up the game at the end of the last stream, and I said like there's no mechanisms here that are sort of getting me really really excited, and yeah, I mean I think what I really meant by that was that there's nothing in here that seems really innovative and new. There's nothing in here where I'm like, yeah, this is something that's really interesting, or really interesting spin on something that's been around for a while. And to an extent, like the sort of the combination of the card and the placement of the worker, I actually was thinking about that a bit, because I was like, that's kind of new and kind of interesting, or kind of different. But then actually I remembered it's not actually all that different, certainly in feel, to Underwater Cities, which I didn't really care for actually. But there's this whole sort of function where you're playing cards and placing a worker in that game, and you get additional bonuses if the worker spot synchronizes with the card you played. So it's not like this where you have to have the card to take the spot. In that, you can play the card and take any spot, but if they happen to synchronize, then you get additional benefits, which is kind of better, I think, in a way. Because it's more flexible, and it gives you the choice of, do you want to maybe sacrifice one thing for something else. I think that in many ways that's actually better than the way they do it here in June. So yeah, but the thing about Underwater Cities, which I don't like, is that it's at least 2 hours long. It's just really really long, and you wind up building these enormous tableaus, and then each player, the downtime is excruciating. And then, like, if you bring it back to 2 players, so that that's less, so that there's less downtime, then you don't get all the joy of the worker placement-y sort of positioning stuff. So, it's kind of like, Underwater Cities, I think, was almost really good, and then just kind of failed on a few key things. I think they really needed to streamline, anyway, the tableau part of it and stuff like that to reduce downtime. But I'm gonna pick a couple of baddies here, and I think that I think that what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to shuffle them and deal out two baddies at random. So I've only been playing with the basic baddies so far. Of course, the baddies only use their signet abilities, so their other abilities are less impactful. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, us Reme, thanks for joining in on the stream. So here we go. We're gonna have this one and this one. And this is going to be our red player. It's... Oh, Leto Atreides. That's kind of fun because I was playing as him last time. Oh, God. Yeah, his ability is actually going to be really good, I think, in the solo mode. As a solo enemy. Yeah, we're going to have to watch out for him. He's going to win all the influence tracks if we're not careful. Alright. And our blue enemy is... Oh, it's the Beast Raban again! Hey, Jordan, thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, possibly doomed. I feel like Leto. Like people say Leto's OP. I kind of picked him last time because he was OP, apparently. And also, I just like Oscar Isaac and the character. But, yeah. So, how funny that the Blues player is actually the Beast Raban again. Cool. And Raban will be going first again, and we're gonna set up. I'm gonna set up the Imperial row now. We'll see. Oh, there's Gurney Halleck again. Gene manipulation. Chani's here, and Bene Gesserit's sister. We got two Bene Gesserit cards, and also the Baedekin Death Commando. So let me set this camera up here so you guys can see what's going on there. Try and set it up so we minimize the glare on the cards as well. Move these over here. There we go. That's better. Hopefully. Let's have a look. All right. Cool. Let's just sort out the focus a little bit, and we're good to go, I think. I think. Come on. There we go. All right, cool. So I'm immediately attracted to that Fadekin Death Commando card because it trashes on it, and I love trash. Gene Manipulation says it also has trash on it. What does this do? If you have an... Okay, trash a card, and if you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, 2 spice. I mean, I really like the Bene Gesserit cards, and it might be the case that if we've got a bit more turnover of this marketplace in this game, we can actually build a decent deck. So let's find out and see what happens. But the first thing we're actually going to do is to run the beast's turn. So let's get over here and start using the this app. So, all right. So I'm going to be Helena, and it looks like we're playing against Leto and Raban. Yes, everyone gets a water. I forgot. A moment of madness. There we go. So they all start with a water. And we're playing on Sardaukar. Yep. So I've done all the rest of this. Oh yeah, everyone starts with 3 troops in the garrison as well. Including me! Hooray! Alright, well hopefully the combat will be a little easier this time, and the yeah, and the influence track will probably be a little hard. Yep, that's all set up. Yep. Yes. Yep. We're ready to begin. Okay, so the beast's first card is Fold Space. Cool, so we're gonna go here, and we should have... There we go, there's the app there. So, we'll take this spot, and... Can we zoom in on the board? We can. Now I'm over here. So he takes this spot, immediately gains an influence, and that's it. a good first turn. Oh, I should reveal a conflict card. And I should also draw up to 5 cards. Doesn't really matter right now, but... So it's a skirmish card, which shows that we're gonna... First place gets 1 influence and 2 money. Second place gets 3 money. And third place won't be awarded in this 3-player game. Also, I should give my deck a shuffle here as well. And, you know, deal myself 5 cards. So you can see what we've got going on. I guess nobody can hear the music from the app. Can you? Let me know. Because I'll just put on some other music if you can't hear it. There's no point in running the whole stream silently with nothing going on. But it's a very, like... It's not much, the music for the app. It's like a sort of a low hum, almost. Alright, let's have a look and see what we've got. Show me a good hand, please. I mean, it's actually just the starting deck, so it's not really going to be much of anything. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so now we need a card for Leto Atreides. Okay, so he's going to the Oratory Hall and recruiting a dude. Into the garrison. Cool. And now it's my turn. So I've got... So I think I want to try and get into the High Council as early as possible, so I can get that extra influence to buy cards with. I liked that a lot last time. Which means... And I also need to get my Swordmaster as well. So what I need is Solari. I've got convincing arguments, so I'd like to keep one influence left over so I can actually buy the Fatican Death Troop and just start trashing cards. That would be awesome. Now, I was told a lot of people actually use Seek Allies to gain a folded space card early on, which I can't actually do because the Beast Raban took the folded space. So, I guess I should use this for something useful. Astron May says, have you considered matte sleeves for the video playthroughs? I have actually considered matte sleeves for the playthroughs, and I've found that they're barely any more effective than the regular sleeves. But I hope you guys can see the cards okay. Let me know if there's too much glare on anything, and I can always show it down here on the green screen. Although the green screen has its own glare, obviously, because you need those lights for it to work properly. But I mean, that glare comes off even like if you take the card out of the sleeve, it's still like, you know, pretty bad. It doesn't really make much difference. So, I don't know what to do. What am I going to do here? Maybe we should just go to Wealth, get some Solari. I was literally just talking about how I wanted to get onto the High Council. Brian Rose says, I so very much dig this game. I think, is it June? Is June doing a lot for you, Brian? I feel like June does a lot for this game. That's my hunch. But here I am playing it again, and I was actually quite excited to play it again, which is unusual, because I think my overall opinion of the game mechanisms was kind of like, they're okay. It's fine. But I am back again, playing it again, and I was keen to try it again, so... And I was keen particularly to try it with the app, actually. See what the robots did for it. Yeah, okay, I guess I'm going to play Seek Allies and go to the... At the folded space, though... Oh, God, he's taken it, though, and I'm just not going to play this card otherwise, and it's going to be pointless. So, okay, let's go to Wealth and just get some money. At least we're getting on the track towards the High Council spot. Or unlocking our Swordmaster. Then we get 1 influence here with the Emperor. Brian says it also works really well 2-player with the app. I still haven't actually played it with anyone. I've still only played it solo, so I hope that you're right. So this is Beaster Bond's turn. If I'm missing any steps, let me know because I don't know. I think I'm just getting this sense like I'm missing something because I'm not using the deck of cards. But if then if I you know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Oh, the beast is just going for all of the influence. That's fine. Here we go. So over here onto the secret space, which is a cool space, and he gains 1 influence with the Bene Gesserit, and that's it. Jordan says he played it 4 players a week or so ago and had to buy it. Fair enough. Okay, so Leo Atreides is going into Conspire, and he's going to get come and compete with me for the Emperor's favor, which I don't like, and he's going to get 2 more soldiers here into this pool on June. Now, I'd quite like to get at least 2nd place in this conflict, particularly because, I mean, it looks like none of our enemies have played in there. Actually, they're both done now as well, so they're not going to play in there. Huh. Alright. So that's kind of fortunate for me. Yeah, so that's all resolved, and it's back to my turn. And I think I'm going to play the Dune the Desert Planet card to go into... oof. We could play Reconnaissance as well, if we wanted to, say, go into Arrakis or Carthag. I think that might actually be the play. Go into Carthag, get a nice little so I'm talking about this space up here, get a nice little intrigue card. You never know what those are useful, and you never know when that might come in handy. Ah, yeah, I just disappeared the app so you guys could see the marketplace, and it hasn't helped at all, has it? It's the 2 it's all the suns on the desert planet. That's the problem here. At least you can see the full space card. Okay, so I think, yes, let's... Oh, God. Spice is so good, though. But also intrigue card. Alright, let's play Reconnaissance to get an intrigue card. I feel like if you're going to commit to an intrigue card... Oh, that's trash. That's why I've taken it over there. I mean, I think... yeah. So I shall play Reconnaissance. We'll put our worker here onto Carthag. And that gives us a soldier, which can go into the garrison, but I think we'll put it here onto the conflict. And we'll take an intrigue card as well. And let's find out what this is. 1 water. I mean, there's no reason not to use that right away. Alrighty. That's actually really useful. Particularly because we can take this Hardy Warriors space, which is super good. And I mean, if we ever get any if we ever get the card that'll let us go into that space again, we need a Spacing Guild card to come up or something. Now that I've actually used my Seek Allies card to not go into Fold Space. Again, another mistake I'm going to get told off for. I guess. Okay, so I think that's Raban's reveal step. Of course, the AI doesn't do reveal steps, but I do it just to set their strength here, and nobody's got any troops in the conflict. So it's going to be my reveal step, where I'm going to reveal these 3 cards, which gives me 4 influence. So we can go over here and purchase a card, but I'm going to just take the Fadican Death Commando, so I can start trashing things I don't like. I just want this card. I could take this one. I could take Gene Manipulation, actually. Maybe do I want Gene Manipulation instead? The green space is actually really useful, and this also lets me trash a card. And it gives, yeah, actually, do you know what? I think actually Gene Manipulation is a better buy. Yeah, let's take Gene Manipulation. So that goes into the discard, along with everything else. We've got 1 influence left, which we can't spend. So we'll just go and check and see what that's replaced with. It is replaced with a Scout. Retreat up to 2 of your troops. So that's the same sort of ability that Chani's got, actually. But hers is any number of troops, and she also gives you 2 influence, but I think actually what's best about this card, it probably, is that it lets you play into the Fremen influence spaces. So that's really good. Um, Greg Fister says, "You all convinced me to buy this last night when I watched part one." Well, Greg, I'm glad that you were convinced to buy it. Or rather, I'm glad that it excited you and got you wanted to get involved. That's kind of the point. All right, so now that we're done that, oh yeah, I forgot to flip these guys over, so I can use this as a handy dandy reminder of what's going on. Um, yep. So now we're into combat. I'm not going to play any intrigue cards. They don't get to draw any additional cards here because they haven't played into the conflict. So they can't add strength if they don't have troops. So I'm going to win this one by because I'm going to have strength, which I should have set during my reveal turn, a strength of 2. And that soldier comes off, and we resolve the card, which is 1 influence anywhere. So I feel like I should just take it with the Emperor, because that'll get me a point. And also, that jerk Leto Atreides is trying to catch me up. Stop it! So let's go up there. We get 1 point. That's good. And then we also get 2 Solari, which is nice. Greg says, "My group loves Dune and deck builders, so this is a win-win." Good. I mean, I think that the deck building's quite light in it, actually, but we'll see. Maybe with these new churn cards and Helena's ability, I might... Speaking of Helena's ability, I think that's... I might find the deck building a little bit more prevalent this time around. We'll see. So, oh yeah, we're going to do the Maker stuff. So the Maker's going to make all the spice, which means now we're going to get the AI playing into those spots and possibly joining into the conflict this round. Hopefully the card is not like massively more better than the one I just won. That's some top-notch grammar for you right there, everyone. And yeah, there's no endgame. Mentats in place. So we're just going to pick up our little agents here, back to our player boards, and see what I get into my hand this round. So we're going to also make Leto the first player. And we're going to draw a new conflict card, which is... Okay, a point. This is the Battle of Carthag. It's a point and control of Carthag if you win it. Second place is an intrigue card and a spice. Alright, I have a feeling like Leto's in a really good position to win this. But at least he's going first, so we'll see if his first play puts soldiers into the conflict. And if not, there might be a chance for us to sneak in there again. But let's go ahead and go a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I mean I should know exactly what's in this hand because I I only have 10 cards in my deck and I already saw the other 5. The Signet Ring is cool, so we can actually buy a card and put it on a discount here. I've also got 4 Solari, but the problem is that I can't get a 5th Solari and also oh, Diplomacy can get me into the fold space, so that's lucky. But I can't get a 5th Solari and also go visit the High Council and also put things into the conflict because none of the spaces on Dune actually enable you to gain any Solari. If you want to gain Solari, you have to go somewhere else. So that's something to think about. Yeah, and maybe if I'd been a bit more big brain, I actually would have taken the Secure Contract move last turn instead of the Wealth move. I could have kept my Seek Allies card, not that I'm really caring about that, because it would have been useless in my reveal step. But then I would have had the 5 Solari to go straight into the High Council this round. But let's go ahead and see what Duke Leto Atreides is going to do. Dun 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 bum bum. He's gonna send lots of troops into the conflict. Of course he is. 3 actually. Okay. So he's going into Carthag. He's gonna send 1 troop that he's just recruited in, plus 2 more. I think we'll probably sit this conflict out, which is kind of fine because it means I can focus on my High Council position. As much as I'd like the point, and I would really like the point. I don't think I really want to get involved in that fight. Um, Not when there's so many potential bonus points available to the AI as well. Ugh. Okie dokie, my turn. So I'm thinking we need Solari. So I'm thinking maybe we play the Signet Ring to go into we play the Signet Ring to go into the secure contract step, because then we can also reserve a card from the row. We could get that other Bene Gesserit card, um, which would combo with the one we've already got, and we could reserve that and pick it up for 2 influence. If we play into the High Council, we'll have 4 or 5 influence available to us as well. So, um, oh, we can actually go into Carthag as well. I totally forgot about the Eyes Everywhere ability, which says that on the High Council and city spaces, I can't be blocked. I mean, I didn't actually want to go into Carthag, but this could be really important, especially later on down the line. If I want to go somewhere, I don't know, that gets taken from me. So so let's play the Signet Ring. Send an agent to the secure contract. We'll get a bunch more Solari, 3 more, in fact, and so now we've got 7, and we can also pick and choose a card from the set over here to reserve, and I think it's going to be the Bene Gesserit sister, the Bene Gesserit sister, Bene Gesserit. Jeez, how much? I'll have 4. I'll have 4 influence if I play my diplomacy card. Oh, I do have 2 swords that I'm just gonna waste. So then I'll keep the diplomacy card, and then I'll have 5 influence. So I could get Gurney Halleck or Chani if I reserve. I could get Gurney Halleck if I reserve him. I mean, he is good. And also card draw is nice. And also everyone told me to get him last time. So I guess, yeah, let's take Gurney Halleck and reserve him. And he comes with a discount now, and we'll replace him as well, and we'll see what we get. And maybe what we get here is going to be something else we want. Oh, it's the Gunthopter again. Who shuffled this? It was me. I shuffled this. But I gave it a really good shuffle. I'm just saying that because you saw the Gunthopter last time. So when you play with this, you can remove your opponent's garrison troops. You may also deploy troops from your garrison into the conflict as well when it's revealed. So that's really good, actually. Yeah. But I think that's the end of that. So we're over to the Beast Raban to see what he does. And yeah, here we go. He wants to fold more space. All right then. That's your thing, my man. That gets him points, so I guess it was a good move. Okay, Leto Atreides then. Oh, he's going back. What is going on here? Is this possible with the actual deck of cards for this to happen? Okay, I guess he just wants to shore up his forces. So it looks like he's going to be set on 3 in the battle. So the fact is that I actually can't, because I played the Signet Ring, I actually can't play into the battle. So I hope he draws lots of swords, because I'm going to feel bad if I could have put 3 soldiers in and 1 with my 2 daggers. 1 soldier would have been a spice and a card. I'm actually kind of bummed out that I didn't go into the conflict. But I think stick to the plan and build a good deck. That's the objective here, to see if we can build a really good deck. So let's play 1 of the daggers in order to put a agent here into the High Council, and we'll pay 5 Solari to get our disc in there. And now we've got all of the influence. And back to the beast then, and he's got one more agent. Oh yeah, I forgot he has one more agent. Alright, let's see what he does. Ah, he's going to harvest spice. That means he's also going to get involved in the conflict, so maybe it is a good thing I sat this one out. So he's going to send in 2 soldiers, and he's going to take 4 spice. Alright. It's fine. And then Leto is done, so we're going to set his conflict to 6. I am also done, so I'm going to get 3 influence here, and then I'm also going to get the 2 influence from up here, which I'm going to use to buy Gurney Halleck for 5. I get a 1 point discount because I set him aside using my special power, so hopefully this pays off. We shall see. And they're all done. I also get a dagger, but it doesn't matter because I'm not involved in the conflict. Okay, so then it's Beast Raban, and he's going up to 4. And now we're going to draw 2 more cards to see what the deal is for their combat bonus. So this is Leto first. So it goes in turn order. So he gets a bonus of 1. Oh, sorry guys. Let me bring that up. So he drew the Arrakis card, and he gets a bonus of 1. Which is okay. That's fine. We can deal with that. Not a problem. And then we'll see what Raban gets. 4. So I guess I am glad I didn't really get into this fight, because I would have had 6. I would have had 8. So I actually would have tied with Raban, so we both would have got a spice and an intrigue card. As it stands, Raban has taken the lead again. Because now I'm going to reward the prize, and the prize is Raban takes over Carthag, which is a pain, and he gets a point. And then Leto gets a spice and an intrigue card. And I get nothing. So there we go. We've sorted out those goods, and the soldiers all go back to their masters. Okay. Alrighty then. And we're going to get no new spice coming out. No one's won the game, so let's go ahead and pick up our people. And I shall be the first player this round. I think I don't like being the first player, which is a really funny thing for a worker placement game. I do like the way the worker placement and the conflict stuff kind of interacts with each other, because, you know, typically in a worker placement game you want to go first so you can pick the space you want, or guarantee you get the space you want. There's a lot of spaces on the board here, and actually it's nice to see whether or not people are getting involved in the conflict. Yeah, apparently Brian's saying he thinks that this game will work well with his group, or this game will work well with Greg's group, but yeah. The Rise of Ix expansion I've also heard really good things about. I'm keen to see what's involved. Well, if it makes the deck building more interesting, even more interesting, I guess, or just more sort of involved, I would be super keen for that. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. It is Water and a Point, Desert Power. Alright, and second place is Water and a Spice. Okay, so I kind of want to win this one, because I don't like how... I don't like how many points... Although, to be fair, Leto's only got... He's got 0. So if he wins this, it's okay. Alright, but let's find out. Excuse me a moment. I think I swallowed a cat hair or something. Where's the cat? Alright, here we go. Oh, god damn it. I hate these daggers. I'm going to trash them. Who shuffled this? Give me the cards I want. Ugh, this is terrible. Who built this deck? Okay, well, at least we've got daggers, so we can probably get involved in the fight and actually have some impact this round. Okay, so what I think here is I want to get some spice because I want to get my Swordmaster. They're both going to get their Swordmasters next turn. I mean, I could actually try to get my Swordmaster this turn. No, I can't. I don't have the right cards. I can't do it. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's a bummer. Excuse me. Something stuck in my throat. So it looks like we're getting the Swordmaster next turn with the AIs, I think, if we plan this correctly. So I think we should go into the Haga Basin because I want the spice, and also because I'm concerned that if I don't go into the Haga Basin, the AI will, and then I will lose the opportunity to get that spice. So we'll pay a water for that. And we'll also put 2 troops into the conflict, I think. That is the right call. Just because also, at least I can secure 2nd place if I don't get 1st place. And I don't think Raban will get many more soldiers, but you never know. You never know. But I do have both my daggers again, so at least there's that. So 3 spice shall be mine. Okay, and we played this card, and now it is the Baron's turn. What you gonna do, Baron? Arrakis! Oh no, he's gonna put loads of soldiers into the fight. Well, not loads, but yeah, some soldiers at least. So he goes into Arrakis, and what he does is he gets 1 soldier, which he puts into the conflict, and then he gets another soldier because of his ability, which he also will put into the conflict because he's in a planet space, and then he adds in this soldier as well. Great! Good! My lead has vanished. Ugh. Maybe I'll go into Arrakis as well, because I can do that. That's my power. As Helena Ritchie. So that's actually quite good. Alright, let's have a look and see what Atreides is doing. He's going to conspire. Oh, now he's got some points. He can get some points on the board here. Damn it! And also lots more troops. So he goes up 1 here, and he gains an influence. A victory point. He gains an influence and gets a victory point. Sugar. I don't like any of what's happening. Alright, so I think with my final action here, I'm going to probably play into Arrakis. I could play Diplomacy and go into Hardy Warriors. That might actually be a really good shout. Depends how much I want to draw that other card. And how much I value the water. I think the points are big, so I think I actually will play Diplomacy. Go into Hardy Warriors. I'll pay the water. And we'll get 2 soldiers, and we can put potentially all 3 of these soldiers here into the... I got point as well. Into the conflict. So the question is... I've got 2 daggers. So the question is... I mean, I'm going to put 1 in, because I at least want to be equal. I think I put 1 more in. I think putting all 3 in would be overkill, but I think that hoping to win on the 2 daggers, given that we know there's quite a lot of swords and stuff in their deck. I mean, if you look at Conspire, it's got 4 on it, good lord. So yeah, let's put 4 soldiers in, and then we win the point. We get another water, which is nice as well. Okie dokie, and then it's back to Beast Raban's turn. Please do something that's not very good. That would be great for me. Okay, I'm okay with this. He goes into wealth. That's fine. Have some influence. Everyone's competing for the Emperor's allegiance. It makes sense thematically. It's a theme win. Okay, and Atreides is rallying troops. Atreides is going to have literally everyone in the garrison. So we put that in there, and he gets 4 more troops, but he doesn't put any... Look at that. That's nuts. Oh my god. This is going to be crazy. Okay. And that's back to me, and now it's my reveal step. So, these cards are done. I've got three influence. So I think we probably just want to buy the Bene Gesserit sisters. No, we want the Fadakin Death Commander so we can trash more cards. That's what we want. We want him. And then we can trash another card. I like him. So give me the Fadakin Death Commander. He'll go into my my discard over here. And he gets replaced with a assassination mission. It's a cheap 1-cost card, and if you trash it, you get 4 Solari. So that might actually be quite good, seeing as we've got 2 trash cards now. Plus, if we pull it out, we can cycle it. Incidentally, I think some of the Imperial churn refers to these cards as being in a row. So we'll just go left to right, top to bottom. So this is card 1, and this is card 5. Right, and then I've got to set my strength. So I've got a strength of 8, 9, 10. So I've got 4 soldiers here in the conflict, and I've got 2 daggers that I revealed from my hand. So 10 strength in total. And that's it. That's my reveal phase over. And now it's time for the Beast Raban, who's got to set his strength to 6, and Atreides, who's got no strength at all in this fight. And so it's the combat step, and we'll start by drawing a card for Beast Raban. 2! Okay, so we probably would have tied then if I didn't put in that extra soldier, so I'm quite glad I did. In fact, yes, I'm literally ahead of him by 1 soldier. So, good. Good, good, good. I can have, please, the victory point that I so rightly deserve. And also a water. And the Beast Raban will get a water and a spice, which is actually not very good, because if he gets 3 water, he gets a point. So I hate that. I hate that a lot. He's also up to 5 spice now, so that's not good. Alright, and that's done. Atreides trailing, but he's got basically all of the soldiers on the planet now. I guess that makes sense. I suppose this is the build-up to that bit in the movie. Alright, the makers are going to put the bit in the book, bit in the movie, you know, that bit in the story. Okay, so that goes out there, and there's still no endgame conditions, which is, of course, getting up here on victory points or running out of this deck. So we're going to pick up our soldiers, and let's see what happens next. Alright. First player goes back to Raban, which I'm totally happy with. And now we're going to have this card here, and they're both going to get their extra guys. So it's Raid Stockpiles, an intrigue card and 3 spice. Okay. I'm kind of okay with... I mean, I wouldn't mind being involved in this just to get like 2 spice even. But we'll see what happens. If Raban doesn't get any soldiers in, then I might as well just pop a soldier in or something to get 2nd place. Or 1st place if Atreides happens to not commit any soldiers again. Which, you know, stranger things have happened. So, let's find out what cards I have this turn to work with. I should get my Bene Gesserit card. Oh, we got Gurney Halleck. That's good. Got Convincing Argument. Another Convincing Argument. So we're going to have a lot of influence this round. Ah, there we go. Gene Manipulation. Nice. Okay. That's good because I'm going to visit the Swordmaster space this round, so I can use this card for it. Crash a card. And I've also got Dune the Desert Planet. So I just need to hope nobody goes to sell Melange. I don't think the AI goes there, though, so I think we're okay. So I'll probably just play these two to do that. Oh, but then I won't play Gurney Halleck. Damn it. No, I will get a third action because of I'll unlock my guy. So we can play Gurney Halleck with him and do something, I don't know, in one of the cities. And then we'll have a ton of influence as well. So that's kind of exciting. All right. But first, it's time for Duke Raban's turn. Uh-oh. He is playing soldiers to the conflict. God damn it, this comes up at the worst possible time. I was really hoping for a nice easy conflict this round. Instead, he just goes ahead and does that. And he's well on his way to the Spacer Guild Alliance as well. Cool. Good job, Duke Raban. Alright, time for Leto Atreides. Alright, he is going to go to the Great Flat and get 4 spice. Actually, just do that. There we go. Well, that's fine. My turn. I'm going to play Dune the Desert Planet to go into sell spice melange, and I'm going to sell 3 spice for 8 Solari. And this is going to give me the money I need to get my Swordmaster. And that's good. Alright, cool. Back to Beast Raban. Ah, the Imperial Churn. So we're going to lose the 2nd and 5th card, which is Scout and Assassination Mission. Damn it, we're losing the budget cards. Okay, so 2nd card and 5th card. I'm actually going to have a discard pile for these, which I never had before. And 2nd card is replaced with Sardaukar Infantry. They're okay. They're an Emperor card, but you can't... They're only good for combat. You can't use them to go anywhere. And we've got also Worm Riders. Oh, this is the Fremen card that I bought previously, and it was okay. I like the idea of getting 2 spice, though. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing the Bene Gesserit thing again. I think I just like the Bene Gesserit cards, I guess. So we're actually going to need another card for Beast Raban, then. Okay. Uh-oh. He's decided he didn't like how he had no soldiers, and he's going to try and rectify that as best he can. Okay. Then it's the Leto Atreides. Okay, so he's going to go into Carthag, which actually gives a Solari to Raban. Stop helping him win, you idiot. And then he gets to put 1 guy into the conflict. He's going to add 2 more from his garrison. And that's that. Okie dokie. And so now it's me. Ugh, I don't know if I really care to get involved in this fight. I mean, it's worth a point, but 2nd place is also worth a point to either of them. If either of them wins 2nd place, they'll both get a point. I mean, my ideal scenario here would be I come first, and then they both tie for 2nd and get nothing. But I don't know. I feel like to come first, and now I need to commit a lot of soldiers. I don't know if I really care to, because there's no points on the line. I might just be better off sort of stockpiling my soldiers. In any case, I'm going to play Gene Manipulation. It's a shame I don't have another Bene Gesserit card in play. I could get some spice. That would be awesome. But I'm going to play that to put a worker down here and pay 8 Solari to gain my third worker. Or agent. My agent. And I also get to trash a card. Do we get rid of the daggers? I feel like I get rid of the daggers. So we can get rid of anything in the discard pile, or from our hand, or in play. So basically, anything but this one card that's here in my deck. Ooh. Yeah, because I kind of feel like the green spots are also the least useful to me right now. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of a dagger. For the moment. We'll see what happens. I'll try to get some more combat cards for the future. Okay, and now we're back to Beast Raban, who's still got his agent, because they've got 3 now. And he's going into selective breeding. Oh, that's going to get him another point. Damn it. And I really like that space. Ugh, keeping up is hard. Okie dokie. Leoto Atreides is going into Carthag. He can't, so I guess he draws another card. Alright, Hardy Warriors. Oh no, right, I'm not in this fight. It's a big fat lose for me. So he can't actually add any more soldiers, which is hilarious. But he's just going to put 2 more into the conflict. He also gains an influence with the Fremen, and that's that. God, what a waste of that spot. Stupid. The thinking machines are not thinking very clearly. Alright, back to me. I've got 1 agent left. I could potentially get 3 people into the fight, but I don't even have any daggers in hand. So I think that that would be foolish. So I can only actually play into one of the blue cities. I could play into Carthag and get an intrigue card, which would be nice, but I'd be giving another Solari to Raban. I'm not sure I want to do that. I can't get into Siege Tabor because I don't have the influence of the Fremen, which sucks. So I might just play into Arrakis, and then maybe we'll get some more influence and we can buy more cards. We could, I mean, the Gunthopter's good. It lets us jump in some soldiers during the combat resolution step, which is really nice, so we can actually wait and see how many soldiers the AI is going to commit, and then capitalize on that at the last minute. So I really like the Gunthopter. So, yeah, I mean, we're giving up 2 influence to get 3 troops. Yeah, I think that's actually the play. So if we play Gurney Halleck, and we go out into Arrakeen, we can put 3 soldiers here into the garrison, 1 for here, and 2 for Gurney Halleck, and then we get to draw 2 cards as well. So we're actually going to draw this card, and also reset our deck, which is only 4 cards in the discard, and we're going to get 1 more. Feels nice to be trashing cards. Oh, we got 5 cards in the discard. Well, here we go, and it's Reconnaissance, which is terrible, so that's fine. So we've got 4. We're going to have 6 influence this round. Now, we could potentially put 3 of these 3 soldiers into the conflict, but I really think that's not a good idea, because I suspect we'll just lose them all. There's not any point putting 1 or 2 in, so let's just leave that be. And yeah, so that's the end of our turn. And what I'm going to do next is Beast Raban will do his reveal step, which is just 6 strength, 10 strength for Leto Atreides. Ugh, they've got so much combat strength this round. It's awful. And then it's my reveal step where I've got... oh no, I've got way more than 6. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 influence. Or I've got 8 influence. So, we could buy the Gunthopter and then see what else comes out. Quite like the Gunthopter. Cool, well thanks for hanging out, Brian, and have a good evening. So we can use the Gunthopter, or... I'm really tempted to buy the Bene Gesserit Sisterhood just because I have the other Benny Gesserit, two other Benny Gesserit cards, I think, or maybe just one. I could buy both, can't I? How many? I said I had 8, but then we could get the Worm Riders. Um, the thing is, I don't have enough influence with the Fremen yet. With Chani there, and buying her gets us a water, which is really cool. And that would let us play more into the Fremen spots. Um, I'll tell you what, let's buy the Bene Gesserit Sisterhood, and then we'll see what comes out. We could still get Chani or the Gunthopter or whatever replaces it. So we'll buy this to see if we can combo with the other card I've got. And it's replaced with Smuggler's Thopter. So this is a Spacer Guild card. So when you use this, if you have 2 influence with the Spacer's Guild, draw 2 cards. I love that. And when you... Oh, I love this card, actually. I mean, it's not good for putting people out. I also have 0 influence with the Spacer Guild, so it's not great right now. I really like the Gunthopter too. Damn it, I want all of these cards. Am I just going to build a bloated, terrible deck? I should probably think about what combos I'm trying to build here. The Smuggler's Copter, though. But it needs 2 influence to trigger, and I have 0 influence. And that's no good. That's bad. Although, if I get 2 influence... Oh, God. I think we buy the Gunthopter, because it just allows us to sort of, like, make the most of the combat situation, potentially. But it only works when we have it in hand. But it's 3 swords. Yeah, I'm buying the Gunthopter. And then maybe I'll work towards getting some Spacer Guild influence, and then I can get the Smuggler's Thopter later. And so that's replaced with Space Travel. So there you see one of the Highliners. And the Spacing Guild. So this lets you play the Spacing Guild and draw a card. I like this a lot too. Spacing Guild cards are cool. We didn't see like any of those in the other play. Alright, so there you can see we've got our Gunthopter and our Bene Gesserit card, and these are all going to be discarded. It's a shame I didn't get to use the Signet Ring, but that's the price you pay when you draw all those cards. Okay, so now it's combat time, and what we're going to do is we're going to get some extra cards coming out. So we're going to have a card for Raban first, because he's first player. So he gets a bonus 4. It is a good thing I didn't play into this conflict. So he goes up to 10. He's now tied with Atreides. Actually, if they can both just get nothing, that would be great. If Atreides can just get nothing here, that would suit me just great, because then they'd be tied and they'd both get slightly less good stuff. Oh, Imperial Churn. What are we losing? We're losing Chani and the Smuggler's Thopter. No! My Smuggler's Thopter is gone, and I'm sad now. Damn it! And Chani is also gone. Well, there goes that plan. I guess... trash cards in the 3rd and 4th position. So Chani is replaced with the Chris Knife. Okay, I mean, that's cool. That's good for getting influence with the Fremen. And also Liet Kynes. So when you buy her, you get favor with the Emperor. That's good. I need that. She's also a Fremen associate. And she's worth influence for every Fremen card you have. Well, it's a shame that I just lost a bunch of good Fremen cards. But I was happy to have influence. Alright, and now we need to draw another card for Atreides. Please, 0 swords. Damn it! 1 sword. Frick. Oh, well, at least we skipped over the Signet. He's never going to get to use his Signet, which is good, I think. Alright, so he goes up 1 space. And now we're going to have rewards handed out. So he gets another card here, and he gets 3 spice, which means he's got 8, so he's going to trade those for a point. Oh, I don't like this, actually. I've changed my mind. This is awful. And 2 spice for Raban means he also gets to go up a point. Oh. Oh. Oh, I think I'm doing worse against the AI than last time. This doesn't feel any easier at all. At all. Um, Even though apparently I was playing wrong last time and I made it harder. Okay. I'm going to put out some maker spice. Now that combat is resolved, I'll go back to the start. There's some spice there, and that's it. Alright, well, things aren't going super well, but they could be going a lot worse. That's the gist of it. Okie dokie. What have I got to work with this time? Alright, I see. Ooh, terrible purpose. A point and also trash a card. I love it. Alright, give me some good swords here. I got 4 cards on top of my deck. We've got, yes. Oh, damn it. But now I can trash a card or have 4 swords. What is this Fremen Bond keyword? I think I need to look that up because I think that does something specific. And I don't remember exactly what it is. I think that means something specific. That is important to know about. If you know the answer, let me know in chat. Oh, it might be on the back here, actually. Fremen Bond. You may use this effect if you have 1 or more other Fremen cards in play. 2 cards with the Fremen Bond can activate one another regardless of the order played. Okay, fine. Okie dokie. So that's no good because I don't have any other Fremen cards. I probably should have built a Fremen deck. There's 3 Fremen cards currently in the marketplace, so it's probably not too late to build a Fremen deck if we want to. I say that, I mean the game's like half over, but you know, there's still time. Can I say I'm an optimist? I'm an optimist. I'm gonna get my cards out. I'm gonna be excited to play them all. I got 5 cards a turn. I'm gonna trash some bad ones. Right, so we're not gonna get the 3 swords from the Fata King Death Commando, so we might as well use him to get the trash. And we've got, as our last card, a convincing argument. Man, I feel like all my cards are still shit. Alright, we need some more trash here. We could go to the Haga Basin and get some spice, and then we could go to selective breeding. That would be cool. Okay, so the first thing, though, is that Duke Leo Atreides is going to draw a card. What kind of card are you going to draw, Duke? Oh, I have a spot. Oh, he's taking my spot. God damn it. You jerk. You jerk. So he's going here into the Haga Basin, and he's going to get 3 spice. Well, I mean, I could still go to the Imperial Basin. It just feels less good. And that puts 2 soldiers into the conflict as well, doesn't it? Alright. Alright. So, Brabant doesn't really have very many Solari, so I'm contemplating going into Carthag. The downside is that currently I don't actually have any cards in my discard, so anything I trash with the Fata King Death Commando will have to like come out of my hand, which is bad. Hey, Marco, thanks for joining in chat, man. Yeah, because I haven't even gotten to play it yet. I think I'm probably going to get rid of the Dune Desert Planet card. And that's just 1 influence, so it's okay to get rid of that one, I think. Although, actually, we could play into Imperial Basin. That would let us get 2 troops into the fight, and then we could also then play into Selective Breeding. So we get rid of 2 shitty cards out of our deck, and also we could then draw 2 cards, which would be great because we don't have a whole lot. So yeah, let's do that. I actually really like that plan. So we're going to play the Faded Again Death Commando to play into the Imperial Basin. And that gets us 2 spice, so we can use Selective Breeding next turn. And also we can trash a card. So I think I'm going to trash... Oh, and we'll put 2 soldiers into the conflict. And I think I'm going to trash Dune the Desert Planet. Alright, nobody takes Selective Breeding, okay? That's my space. I want that space. Okie dokie. Beast Raban's turn. Well, he can't do that, so he just draws another card. Fuck! I mean, dang it. God damn it. It's just like playing with real people. I hate this. Why do you troll me like this? God, that's so annoying. Oh, I'm really annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Stupid, stupid, stupid Beast Raban. Okay. Man, he is... Okay, that was the last card in the deck. I suppose if I'd been card counting, I probably actually could have gone and inspected the discard and seen like that was the only missing one or something, but I wouldn't have done that in real life using real cards, so that's fine. Okay, man. I'm just gonna have to come up with a new plan. Anyway, we're gonna reshuffle and draw for Atreides. He's going into rally troops. Oh my god, this guy loves to fight. Alright. And back to me. So I can't go into selective breeding anymore, which is a real bummer. So I think I'll probably go into Arrakis because that lets me draw a card, and also I can get some more troops into the conflict. I think this is one worth winning. I can't play into Arrakis because I don't have the right cards. Damn it. Okay. So the new plan, I think, is to play Diplomacy to go into the Hardy Warriors space, because then we can get an influence with the Fremen. That gets us a point. We can also get some more soldiers to add to the conflict that way. Yeah, so we'll play Diplomacy. And we'll go into the Hardy Warriors space. 2 warriors go into the garrison. We can put up to all 4 of these warriors into the fight. I feel like 2 warriors is probably not a bad shout. I'm concerned. Well, actually, I go after Atreides. But my last card is the dagger, which is kind of useless at the moment. So I also have to pay this water, which is kind of a pain. But I do get a point, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's gotta be 2 soldiers. 2 or 3, basically, is what I'm thinking. I think 3 would more or less clinch it for me. I think that less than that's bad. I feel like I'm building a Fremen deck. I should probably buy some of those Fremen cards. Damn it, it was a bummer to miss out on Chani. That was annoying. I think getting Liat Kynes would also be a really good shout. I'm not going to have a whole lot of influence this turn, though. So I think we put in 3. I think we put in 3 soldiers because I'm not going to have another opportunity to add soldiers, and there's still every possibility that Atreides will add 3 to 5 soldiers. He could just... I mean, if he plays onto the planet, he's definitely adding at least 3. And if he gets the Highliner card, he's adding 5, which would be rough. But hopefully that won't happen. Okie dokie. So, it's Raban's turn. What you gonna do, Raban? Fold space. He loves it. Oh my god, now he's got an alliance with the... with the Spacing Guild. Um, okay, that's fine. All right, Atreides. All right, we're gonna get. We're losing the Sardaukar infantry and the Worm Riders. Oh, man, I was. These chur cards are actually really not doing me any fit solids. Why does it keep changing card 5? Place the second and fifth cards in the Imperial row. It's such an odd way of doing it because, like, I would have thought they'd also add an instruction where, like, the cards would move down, because now it's always going to be, because we've seen the 2 churn cards that come out, and it's always going to be these 2 cards or these 2 cards, which means that this one's never going to change. It never changes card number 1. You know? Like, if the row moved along as it's replenished, this would make more sense. But because it doesn't um, move, because there's no need for it to move at all, this just seems a bit odd. Um, but anyway, that's really annoying. But it's fine. I'll just come up with a new grand strategy. Alright, so the voice. Oh, this is good, is it? Choose a board space. Opponents can't send their next agents there this round. I don't know how this works with the AI. I presume I pick a board space, and then if they draw a card that would put them there, they just draw a different card instead. Oh, my cat is ripping up my playmat. Stop it! Stop it, you little terror! Okay, the other card is Shifting Alliances. Oh, this is the one that lets you get more influence. This could be really useful. We might want to grab that. Jordan says, "Don't cards move as it is replaced?" I mean, it doesn't say anything here about that, does it? I mean, because this card, Imperial Churn, doesn't exist in the actual board game. Um, I don't know if there is a rule in the rule book that says that when the cards are replaced, they shift along. I don't think so, because there'd be no reason for them to do that, because it's not like they're removed due to age or anything. So I feel like there was possibly a more of a system. Oh, hello, more of a system here that please don't destroy anything important. Please be well behaved and kind. Okay, I'm just looking for the row here. Place 5 into the... Yeah, it doesn't... I don't think it actually says too much about... I think it's under the reveal step, because that's when you buy cards. Resolve reveal effects. Acquiring cards. Yeah, it just says the Imperial row must always have 5 cards. Whenever it does not, replace the missing cards from the top of the Imperial deck. This means after you acquire a card, you may then acquire the card that replaces it if you have enough persuasion. Yeah, as long as there's... Yeah, it doesn't say anything like that, so I think... I think maybe that would be a house rule I would put in if I was going to keep playing this solo mode a lot more, which I might. I don't know. Like I said, I am quite enjoying it, but I don't like how much... Like, I don't like how, in order to fix the marketplace, we need to play with the app, and then now I'm even, like, thinking about house ruling the app. It'd be nice if they'd released an FAQ or something that sort of resolved all of this stuff. Anyway, this is Duke Leo Atreides' turn. We've done that now, so let's see what he actually does. He wants to go in selective breeding. He can't. They both tried to steal him by spot. So we get a new card, which is Harvest Spice. He can't do that either. So this is a turn where he cycled 4 cards. And he winds up doing Conspire, which is good because he doesn't put those soldiers he's just recruited into the fight. So he goes up here. He's now overtaken me on this track, which I don't like, but hopefully I'll be able to overtake him. I need a couple of influence to do it, so we'll see how that works out. But he gains 1 influence. He also gets to garrison 1 soldier because he only has 1 available. So he's not being very optimal about that. Back to me. I'm going to... What am I going to do? Right, I can only play into a green space. I don't have any money. I've got 2 money. It's not enough to do anything other than... The only thing I can do, actually, is play into the green space and take the Hall of Oratory. So I don't think... Touch wood, I don't think I need my dagger this turn, so I might as well do it, even though it's not a very good space. This is the struggle I've kind of had a lot of, actually, because I get the 3rd worker, but then I've never really built a good enough deck to actually take the spaces I need. Right, so it's Raban's turn. And he is going to... Arrakis! Oh no, that's bad. Oh god. Okay, so he goes into Arrakis. So I've placed his agent there, which means he gets to add 2 garrison troops from here, and then 3 more. Shit. The 3 have come from his special ability here, plus 1 for the space itself. I really need... we're going to tie now. Raban, you screwed this up massively for me. I should have kept my dagger. Oh, this is just like playing an actual board game. Okay, so that's the end of his turn. So then it's Atreides, who is going to reveal for combat strength. And then it's me. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 influence. So we can go over here and have a look at what we've got. We've either got... We could get the voice, which isn't too bad. I think we probably want Liet Kynes, though. Buying her immediately gives us a... I'm kind of building a Fremen and Bene Gesserit deck, which I don't think is great. But... yeah. I didn't get to trash as much as I would have liked. I was hoping to trash more stuff by now. But yeah, okay, let's spend 5 and buy Liet Kynes, I think. And so that means we can immediately go up 1 space here. So we're still neck and neck with Atreides for the Imperial Alliance. And she's replaced with the Kwisatz Haderach card. Okay, I could possibly get this. And it's great. So let's see if we can get that card. Okie dokie. And that is my reveal step. So now I'm going to set my combat strength to 10. And then it's Beast Raban, who's also going to set his combat strength to 10. God, Raban, it's so annoying. You're so annoying. I'm so mad at you. And then we're going to start by drawing a card for Atreides, because he is in the fight. And he's first player. Ah, damn it! That's the card I needed for Raban. It's also a shame to burn that card right now, because it doesn't make any difference at the moment. And also, it's terrible for them, basically. That's such a bummer. Alright, here's Raban's card. Oh. Shit. That happened the wrong way around. Oh, this is not going well for me. This is not my game. So, Raban gets 4 and goes up to 14. And now we're going to resolve the conflict. So Raban gets a point. Oh my god, he's just tearing ass. This is so upsetting. I get a spice and a water. And Atreides gets nothing. Oof. So I guess holding on to my dagger wouldn't have made a damn bit of difference. I needed a lot more points than that 1 extra 1 I could have had there. We're going to get 1 spice out here on the Great Flat, which I don't have enough water to visit. And these are all going to reset. And now, yeah, we're gonna pick up our agents. Is this game really hard, or am I just bad at it? um, okay. So, first player to marker comes to me. Goody, I can make sure I definitely get the spot I want. Then I really wanted that point in card trash. I'm mad at Raban. Okay, so this is secure Imperial Basin. So this is the fight for Imperial Basin. So winning this would be really good. I'd really like Raban not to enter this fight at all, really, because I also don't want him to get any water. Because he's got two already. Actually, to be fair, I don't really want the AI to enter this fight, and they're definitely going to. So that sucks. Um, damn. Damn, damn, damn. Alright, 5 cards for me. Show me some good cards, please. Oh, I need the good cards. I must have some good cards coming out. Okay, so we got the Bene Gesserit Sister. We got Gurney Halleck. We got the Signet Ring. Dune the Desert Planet. And the Gunthopter. Okay. Well, with the Gunthopter... you may deploy a troop. Okay, so... Yeah, I mean, if we get some extra money, we could use Gurney's ability. So we probably want to hang on to these ones for the conflict, because we should try to win this one, because it's worth a point. I mean, we tried to win the last one, but... So these are currently our 3 cards for playing out. It's such a shame I didn't get the Bene Gesserit Sisterhood's extra thing, but what I might do is go and try and do selective breeding this round. In fact, I can, because I get to go first. But I know that all the selective breedings are in the discard, so I'm not competing for that space. So the question is, what else do I want to do? I still think going into selective breeding first is actually not a bad shout, because I can draw 2 cards. So at least I know better what my options are. So yeah, let's play the Bene Gesserit Sister. And we'll put out a worker here into selective breeding, which gets us 1 influence with the Bene Gesserit. I'm going to trash the other dagger, just because it's not in my hand, and it's terrible. And then I get to draw 2 cards. I also have to pay 2 spice. So we've got Reconnaissance, which is terrible, and also Bene Gesserit Gene Manipulation. That's great. We can trash another card and also get 2 spice, because we have a Bene Gesserit card in play. So it's nice to see that combo come off. Yeah, okay, so over to Raban. What terrible, awful thing are you going to do to make me sad? He's going to go to Carthag, which gets him, he gets to deploy 3 soldiers and also gets a coin. Right, so I'm not going to have an easy conflict. This round. It's already going to be hard. Alright, and Atreides? Oh god. Everyone's getting involved. Okay, so Atreides is actually just put 4 soldiers into the fight. And he's taking the Hardy Warriors spot. Which gets him another point. Oh god. Okay. Cool. Right. I do have 3 swords, which is good, I guess. Alright, so it's back to me. And what am I going to do? So I probably want to play Gene Manipulation. The Signet Ring is also really good. I mean, I'm going to reserve Kwisatz Haderach, and hopefully I can get... hopefully I can get that card. That would be great. Such a good card. Okay, so we need soldiers. I think maybe, actually, I would need 7 influence to get Kwisatz Haderach, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've currently got 7 in hand, but that involves the Signet Ring, so drawing some extra cards wouldn't go amiss. Um, I'd also like to get another money if I can, because then I can trigger Gurney Halleck um, to get 2 extra soldiers. Although if I play him out into Arrakeen, I get to draw 2 cards. So I might just do that, actually. I'll lose 2 influence, but I'll draw 2 cards, which might get me more influence. Additionally, the problem is then it doesn't really give me anything to do with gene manipulation. Um, yeah, this is tricky. This is tricky because I just I want to try to get an. I think if I miss out on the Kwisatz Haderach card this round, does that mean I just don't get it? Um, that would suck. I mean, I can still play. I'm not in a rush to play into Arrakeen, to be honest. But I think I probably actually. Ugh, the problem is I can't play all the cards I want to play. Ah, so annoying. I want to play the Signet Ring, and I want to play. The problem is I'm trying to do 2 huge goals here, which is buy an 8 cost card from the marketplace and also win the conflict, which everybody seems to have gotten involved in. If I don't contribute at least 4 soldiers, I'm definitely not going to win. Um, so yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be able to use the Signet Ring to reserve Kwisatz Haderach, which means I'm going to need 8 influence in order to buy it. Um, and I've potentially got, if I use this to take hold of Oratory, um, oh, I could go into Siege Tabor, actually. That would get me 2 water. And I'm only thinking that because I'd like to go to the Great Flat and get more spice. I don't know why. 4 more spice would put me 1 spice off the Highliner, which would be nice. But I'm also not entirely sure, like 100% sure why I really want to win the Imperial Basin. I think it's just because um, there's a point at the top, but actually second place is also worth point, both of them. So it's kind of like they're getting one. They're probably both getting a point. Actually, that's not true. They're definitely both getting a point if I don't place first or second. So I do need to get involved in this fight. Um, so the Siege Tabor is a good shout potentially because it gets me another soldier that I can put into the fight. I'm just trying to work out if I can also get Kwisatz Haderach, because I know it's in the position that gets killed by the next Imperial Churn card. So I don't want to run the risk of that coming out and then I miss it. So if I play these 2, I lose 4 influence, but I'll draw probably 2 cards. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those 2 cards has double influence on it. I think I'm good. So I think I'll be okay. So I think what we should do actually is play Gurney Halleck into Arrakeen first and see what we draw. So let's do that. And that means we get 3 soldiers, which we can all put into the fight. And I can actually add my remaining 2 soldiers as well, so I think I should do that. Actually, do you know, I'll leave 1 in garrison, and I'll tell you why, because I can always put it in with the Gunthopter anyway. So now I've got 3 swords, and I'm tied with Atreides. And I get to draw 2 cards, so let's see what the first card is. It's 2 influence, so there we go. That's good. Alright, show me another good card, please. Alright, Liet Kynes. So 2 influence for each Fremen card you have in play, including this one. Well, there's only 1 Fremen card in play, so that's her. But we're now going to have more than enough influence. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Right. So, Beast Raban's turn. Okay, so he can't actually play into Carthag because he already did that. This is a new card. He can't play into Arrakis because I'm there. That's good because that would have added 3 more soldiers into the fight. So he's going back to his old favorite, Fold Space, where he's going to continue to secure his alliance with the tradie people, the Spacing Guild. Oh God. Okay, so I mean, I feel like Atreides should have um a ban here because he literally cannot recruit any more soldiers. They're all in the garrison. He's drawn this every time. I don't suppose there's a rule in the solo play about how if you can't recruit any troops at all, draw another card. I don't think so, but um, that's mad, you know. That's absolutely mad that he's just kind of kept getting that card and then not putting those soldiers into the fight. I guess it just goes to show that I was definitely doing like sort of high combat last time. All right, so I guess in a way, maybe the idea here is that he's blocking me from taking that spot, which is kind of fine. I don't really care because I don't need that spot. Okay, so my plan was to use gene manipulation here in order to get some spice and trash a card and stuff like that. So do we go into Siege Tabor? I think we probably do. We can also take a green spot, but I don't really have the money. I don't need the influence. So, yeah, so I think we go get a water. So I'll play this. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 influence here, not including reconnaissance. And I've got 2 more influence thanks to High Council. So what I can do is I can actually trash reconnaissance, which I'm going to do. And I gain 2 spice because I also have a Bene Gesserit card in play. So that's nice. I feel like this deck is coming together better than my previous decks. And then I can... oh yeah, so I should also put this person into Siege Tabor. So I can get 1 more soldier here. I'm going to put a soldier in here because I do think it's important to win this, and I'm currently tied with Atreides. And he's got 1 more turn. I can add this soldier in if I need to with the Gunthopter. So then I get a water, and that's the end of that. Okie dokie. Beast Raban's turn. Ah! I took that spot. Still suits. Okay, that's fine because he doesn't have any troops garrisoned. If he had troops garrisoned, that would have been a problem. But all he gets is an influence with the Fremen for going there. Can't add any soldiers because there's none in the garrison. Alright, Atreides. Can't go there. It's taken. Damn it! So that gets him the Imperial Alliance. I needed that spot. I just didn't have the opportunity to get it. Alright, if I could get Shifting Alliances and actually steal this from him, which might actually be worth it. Because also I'm not winning currently. Okay. back to me. I'm going to do my reveal turn. So he didn't add any more soldiers, which is good. And that means that the allies don't get the benefits, do they? Of the allied thing. Sorry, when you get to the top and take the alliance token, there's also a benefit. But I don't think the allies get that. But they could, because these are all things that actually do. Or sorry, the AI. I don't think the AI get it. I'm not 100% sure actually. Now that I think about it. No, it doesn't say anything about it. Doesn't say anything about them actually. I mean, it should say something here actually. Um, it earns no bonuses from the influence track, but it will take the alliance. Yeah, I thought I was doing that right. Okay, cool. So that's the end of that. I'm doing my reveal step now because I was the first player. So I think, yeah, I was trying to decide. I actually have 5 here. So I actually don't think I need to put this guy into the fight because I've also got 3 swords. So I think I'm not gonna add my 1 garrison guy into the fight, you know. I don't have hordes of guys like Atreides who literally just tried to recruit 4 more and couldn't. So with that in mind, I'm going to I've got I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 influence. So I'm going to buy the Kwisatz Haderach card, which lets me you guys see that? I guess I turned this off. No, I didn't. So this lets me play into any space on the board, even if it's occupied, and draw a card, which is awesome. So that's great. Also, I put Reconnaissance in my discard when I trashed it. I don't know why I did that. And then I've got 3 swords, so my total combat strength is 10, is 13. That's pretty good. It's not the, what was it, 31 or something I had at the end of the last one, but still pretty good. Okay. And then it's Raban, who's got 6, and Atreides, who's got 8. Okay. Now we're just going to find out if they try to stab me in the back. So first we're going to draw a card here for Raban. So he's going to go up to 10. That's fine. And Atreides goes up to 9. So Raban actually beats him, which is not great, because that means Raban's going to get the point for water. Oh well. So yeah, I get a point, and I take control of the Imperial Basin, which can get me some spice, which is good. I've also got to give Raban 2 water, but because he's got 2 already, what I'll do is I'll just take one away and give him a point. And then nothing for Atreides. He got the short end of the stick on that one. Hey, look, he can use Rally again. Good thinking. Alright, so we're going to get 2 more spice, actually. No one took the maker spots this round. So actually, the Imperial Basin's looking very attractive, because I can get 3 spice, and I don't even have to spend any water to do that. Right, that's been resolved. And that's that. So let's recover our guys. And Raban is first player again. Yes, the relief of not having to be in first position. I wish there was a space on the board that let me give away the first player token. You have it. I don't want it. All right. So this round we've got the Battle of Carthag. Oh, we're to the level 3 ones already. Jeez, the game's almost over. Okay, well now I need to really start winning these. And I've only got 1 soldier in the garrison. Alright, and Raban's going to get a bonus soldier for this one because he owns Carthag, so I'll have to try and remember that. Okay, man. Alright, what have I got here? So I've got a convincing argument, diplomacy, and the Fadakin Death Commando. Fremen Bond is 3 swords, so if I could get another Fremen card, that'd be great. I don't know, actually. Oh, we never saw what replaced Kwisatz Haderach. It is... Oh, the Missionaria Protectiva. Yeah, I would like this card, actually. I guess. I mean, if I had more Bene Gesserit cards, it would be better, but... seem to be very much building a schizophrenic deck here, where it's not quite sure if it's Fremen or Bene Gesserit. So... yeah, it's a bit unreliable, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what we've got going on. Come on, show me some good combat cards. I can't believe we've got Gurney Halleck and the Gunthopter again. Alright, here we go. So we've got the Signet Ring and the Kwisatz Haderach. Alright. Oh man, I'd really like to get 3 more. Actually, I can easily get 3 more spice and then go get the Highliner. Alright, they're definitely going to take my Highliner space now that I've said that. Stupid AI, stupid jerks. Okay, so this is Raban. And he's going to harvest spice. So he's going to the Great Flat for 4 spice. And that will not put any soldiers into the fight because he doesn't have any in his garrison. He used them all. Okay. And then it's Atreides. Wow, he's drawn that card like every time. Poor guy. It's not a good card for him. Okay. Right. And then it's me. And I've got Diplomacy, actually. But I'm quite tempted to just start with Kwisatz Haderach because I get to draw a card and then I can see what that is and that'll help me make decisions down the line. So I think I'll just play this. Oh no, wait, I was going to play that to go into Highliner though, which I don't actually want to do. Because I can't afford it right now. I need the 3 more spice first. Ooh, is there anything we want to reserve here? We could get the Missionaria Protectiva for free. Or the Shifting Alliances card. That might be a good one. Because we can, what we can do is we can reserve one of these cards, get a coin off it. Chris Knife might be good because, I don't know, we need the Shifting Alliances card so we can steal the alliance with the Emperor from Duke Leo Atreides. So, I think we should play the Signet Ring and reserve that one. Yeah, okay. So we'll take it, we'll put it over here. And it's replaced with Gene Manipulation. Oh, another one of these. Oh, that's really good. Oh, it's kind of very late in the game to be trashing things. But, what I should probably do, actually, is use these to be securing Spice Must Flow cards at this point. Anyway, what I've actually done is played the Signet Ring to put an agent into the Imperial Basin, which gets me 3 spice. Bonus spice, +1/+1 for controlling the area as well. Now I've got my 6 spice to go into the Highliner. Please don't take my Highliner spot. I really need it. Thanks. Alright. Actually, do you know what? It doesn't matter. I've got Kwisatz Haderach. I can go into the Highliner anyway, even if it's occupied. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. And actually, if I took Fold Space, I could get 2 Influence, which would be worth a point. Ooh. Alright. Back to Beast Raban. What are you going to do, Beast Raban? Oh, he's going into the Haga Basin to harvest more spice. This is good. He's taking up all of the spaces on the board, which means that nobody's actually going to go into the conflict. Although, that does give him 7 spice. No, it doesn't. Yeah, 3 spice. That's +4. That's 7. So he's just got himself 1 more point. Oh my god. I'm on 4 and he's on 8. I guess he doesn't need to get involved in this. Well, the conflict's worth 2 points, though. That's going to close that gap pretty quickly. Um, but he is quite close to triggering the end of the game, which is frightening. Like, if he won this conflict, he'd just trigger the end of the game. All right. This is Atreides. Ooh, okay, what are we losing? We're losing... Oh, the gene manipulation card I just drew. This is a bummer. And space travel as well. Sigh. Alright, fine. And we're replacing them with Fremen Camp. Yeah, that would be great. Good combo with all the cards I have that give me spice. And an Imperial Spy. I also like this because I need Imperial influence, but I think I'm kind of just going with my my plan here to steal the influence using shifting alliances to optimize my situation. All right, so back to Atreides' turn. It's Arrakis. I don't like it. He's putting 3 soldiers into the fight. And he also gets to trigger his ability for the first time ever, actually. So he's going down here. That's 1 soldier and 2 more into the conflict. And he's going to spend a spice to gain an influence somewhere where someone has more than him. Which is basically either the Bene Gesserit or the Spacing Guild. I think I can choose. So I'll put him up on the Spacing Guild, I guess. I don't think it really matters too much. Oh, I'm not happy actually about how close Raban is on the Bene Gesserit here to getting another alliance. Okie dokie. Back to my turn then. So I'm going to play Kwisatz Haderach to go into the Highliner. So I get 5 soldiers that I can... So we'll go do this properly. So we go in there. We pay the 6 spice. Boop, 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 boop. We get 1 point here. I'm blue. Green. Green. So I go in there. I also get to draw a card using Kwisatz Haderach, so that's nice. What we've got is the Bene Gesserit operative. That's good, actually. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Well, we could play that into Bene Gesserit. Maybe draw an intrigue card, but we'd get another Bene Gesserit influence, which is... Can you guys see this card? Sorry, I've got the too many windows, actually. Yeah, you could see it, couldn't you? I've got too many windows open. So anyway, yes. With the Bene Gesserit sister, we could go and get 1 more Bene Gesserit influence, which would give us the point. So that would be nice. Or we could keep her and get 2 swords. Let's see. Well, we get 2 more water. So we've got lots of water, which is good. And we're going to get 5 soldiers. So I think... I've got... I'm not going to get the Fremen Bond after the Fadakin Commander, which is a real bummer. But if I play into selective breeding, I could maybe trash like diplomacy or convincing argument or something, and then and I could actually play into it with diplomacy anyway. And then I could draw 2 cards, and I might get another Fremen card. Do I have to have it in play to trigger Fremen Bond? I feel like I might have to have it in play. You may use this effect if you have 1 or more other Fremen cards in play. But in play, actually, I think that means even the... I think in play also includes revealed cards. Cards you play on agent turns and reveal during your reveal step are in play. Yeah, so I don't need to actually... If I can get another Fremen card in my hand, and I know I have at least 1 in here, so... But I think we should put 4 soldiers into the conflict. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do next turn. I could play into Hardy Warriors. I could play into a lot of things, really, to get more soldiers. So I think 4 is enough. Just because I want to probably win the next combat as well next turn, so I need to keep some stuff in reserve. Um, and I've got 2 swords here. I've got 3 swords here, possibly. So let's wait and see what Atreides does on his last turn. But first, it's back to Raban. What are you doing, Raban? Dun, ba, ba, ba. Oh, he wants to take the Highliner space, and he can't. Because I took it. That's really lucky, because if he'd taken that, that would have been devastating for me. I would have been upset. So he's going to draw another card, which is Harvest Spice. He actually can't do that either. All the spice spaces are taken. So I guess now we're just going to reset the deck, because that's that. He can't play into Arrakis because Atreides is there. He can't Harvest Spice. Carthag! Okay, he's going into Carthag, so he will get 1 soldier into the conflict. That's fine. And he also gets coin because he controls Carthag. He's actually going to get, we have to remember, he's going to get 1 more soldier into the fight because he controls Carthag, but I'm not too worried about it. So that's just 2 soldiers. Okie dokie. So then it's Atreides' turn. He's going to Still Suits, which gives him an influence with the Fremen, which I've just done, and that's it. So that's fine. Okay, that's good. I feel optimistic about my chances here. So, yeah, I've got a lot of water, and I think I should use it. I'd like to draw cards to see if I can get another Fremen card. I don't think it's necessary, but I would like to secure this victory. So I'm very much considering the research station. I can't afford selective breeding, actually, so that kind of makes that a lot simpler. It would have been nice to go down into selective breeding because I could have got another point here. But I don't have the spice to do it, so that's a bummer. But the problem is, if I'm going to play into the research station, I need to play the Fade-King Commando. Ah, damn it. Which is not going to do anything for, which means then I won't get the Fremen Bond Swords anyway. So, I mean, I'm basically not getting these Fremen Bond Swords. It's either I have to play this card or... Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. I'm not going to get these Fremen Bond Swords because I either have to play this card to move into the space to draw more cards to try and trigger it. Okay, so let's scrap that plan and think about what's going to get us the most points. What are we on here? We're on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 influence. If we play either... Well, no, we're not going to... We're going to take the swords here, actually. So that gives us 4, 5, 6 influence. So we're not really close to Spice Must Flow. I mean, I feel like it's kind of late in the day even to be considering trashing something like Convincing Argument, but I'm going to make, if I'm going to get any use out of my Shifting Alliances card, actually, which I've reserved, I forgot I'd reserved that, I need it to come back around. So I think what we should do is we should play the Fade-King Commando to go into the research station. I think. Ugh, I would like to get a Spacing Guild card though, just to get 1 more influence with them. I'm so close to influence with both the Spacing Guild and the Bene Gesserit. There's like 2 points just sitting there. But I have got 1 more turn. So yeah, let's play the Fade-King Commando. And we're going to go into the research station. So I'm going to pay 2 water. I'm not going to add any more soldiers to the fight, I don't think. But I can choose the order in which I trigger these things. So I'm going to start by drawing 3 cards. So we've got Gurney Halleck, who's not super helpful right now, actually, to be honest, because I don't have the money to trigger him, unfortunately. We've got the Gunthopter, that's great, and we've got Convincing Argument. All good cards to kind of get out of the way. That gives us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 influence. So maybe we give up on shifting allegiances, and we just go for the Spice Must Flow and get a point. I don't know. Okay, now I trash a card actually. So if I trash a card, I'm not gonna have enough for Spice Must Flow. I don't have to trash a card, it's optional. I was thinking about getting rid of a Convincing Argument, but now I'm thinking maybe points is better. Points is how we win. The Gunthopter has made me think, like, I could get... The thing is, I do have the Gunthopter, so I could get rid of a Convincing Argument and then just use the Bene Gesserit sister for the swords. Raban's first player. I won't know what their additional swords are. I'm gonna be... I am gonna be 5 ahead of Atreides though. So I think I'm okay. I think I've got this conflict. So yeah, let's trash a Convincing Argument, because they're not very good. And we can still afford the Spice Must Flow using the Bene Gesserit sister. Okay, I'm not going to add any more soldiers to the conflict, so I think that's it. Yes. Yeah, so the question now... Well, I don't have any spice to use shifting allegiances, actually. So maybe it is just better to get the Spice Must Flow card and just let shifting allegiances go. It's a shame about the Imperial influence, but... Okay, so... with that in mind, it is reveal turns, starting with Beast Raban. So he's got strength. He's gonna... I mean, I'm not sure. I think this is supposed to happen at the beginning of combat, actually, but I'm just gonna do it now. He gets to add a guy because he controls Carthag, where the fight is. So he goes up to 4. Then Atreides has got 6. And then it's my reveal turn. I guess I'm gonna buy a Spice Must Flow card, which costs 9 because I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that just straight up gets me a point. It's also worth a spice if I reveal it later, but mostly it's just straight up a point. And I do have a big gap to close here, so there we go. Okay. And then I've got the Gunthopter and my strength here, so I've got 8 plus 3 is 11. So, I mean, if Atreides pulls a 5 card and draws with me, that would really suck. I can use the Gunthopter to put 1 more soldier in the fight, but I have a feeling like I'm going to need these 2 for the fight next round as well, because there's definitely another fight coming. So yeah, I'm just going to hope that Atreides doesn't pull the 5 card. Alright, so here we go. That is the beginning of combat step. So, starting with Raban. Let's see what Raban gets for his bonus. 1! Oh, it's his favorite card, full space. So, 1 point for Raban. Alright, this is where Atreides decides whether or not to completely screw me. It's fine. Panic over. Alright. Cool. Fine. So he gets 2, goes up to 8, which means that I win the conflict with 11. So I get to have 2 points. Go up to 7. And I also get to take control of Carthag from Raban. Not that that really matters all that much to me. And then it's Atreides, who gets 3 spice, which puts him on 6. Not quite enough for a point. And he also gets his 3rd intrigue card, which is worth a point. burn a card here as well. Ooh. And then Raban gets nothing. Ha! Take that, Raban, you big jerk. This is also gone. And now it's Maker. Maker makes nothing. We're going to check Endgame. It's not been triggered yet, so one more round. I think this will be the final round. I think. We might get one more after this. But it really depends. Raban is on the cusp of getting a bunch more influence as well, so let's start by finding out what our conflict will be for this next round. Oh, and also the first player marker moves to Atreides. Alright, so Grand Vision. This one's got influence on it. Potentially a big swing, but less important, I think, than that last one, because that was 2 points, obviously. Alright, some new cards for me. I've got Liet Kynes, I've got Gene Manipulation, and I've got Gene the Desert Planet. I thought I'd got rid of all of those. They're so bad. Such bad cards. It's hard to... It's actually... I've done quite a lot of trashing in this game. I'm pleased with how much trashing I've done. But there's not a lot of trashing, and there is a lot of bad cards. We're doing Bene Gesserit Gene Manipulation like crazy over here. Okay. So here we go. 2 more cards. We've got the Spice Must Flow. That's shit. And we've got the Bene Gesserit Sister. Ugh, I'm not pleased with any of these. But it doesn't really matter. It's Atreides first. So let's find out what he's going to do. He's going to not do that because there's no Maker Spice on the board. There's no Spice out, so he just skips it. And instead, he goes to Wealth. Ah, great. Well, now I'm never going to get that alliance with the Emperor. I don't think he's basically secured that, so... Okay. I'll give up on that. I'm kind of hoping if I could grab the Bene Gesserit alliance... The thing is, I need basically a lot of positions over here now. If I win this conflict, actually, I could probably end the game this round and win. I think. But it depends, really, if anyone goes into the conflict, you know? Because, obviously, that makes my life way more difficult. Okay, I think I need to draw some cards first. So I think probably what I want to do is play... see, the thing about Gene Manipulation is that I need another... It's upsetting my Eurogamer brain, because the optimal order would be to play Bene Gesserit's Sister first, but so that I could then have the Bene Gesserit card in play, and play Gene Manipulation and get the 2 bonus Spice. But I want to play Gene Manipulation to go into the research station, draw 3 more cards. Maybe I skip research station. I really need Space and Guild as well, so I can get the point there. That would be really good. So maybe I play the Bene Gesserit Sister to go into the Secrets space, and then I can get a Intrigue card and get a point. And then I can follow up with Gene Manipulation. And then I can actually go into Selective Breeding with that. which would let me draw 2 more cards. I could actually trash 2 cards as well, but I'm kind of hoping this will be the last round of the game. Um, thing is, it'd also be good to play Liat Kynes to go into Hardy Warriors, just skip the research station, because then I can get a bunch of soldiers. But also, and probably more importantly, I can get an influence with the Bene Gesserit, which puts me 1 off the alliance. I'm just a little concerned I'm behind Leo Trades. But I kind of also need to win this conflict. So yeah, let's actually... Ooh, the order is important because I'm going to run out of things. I need to draw the cards so that I can... Ugh, I can't afford the Mentat space either. Man, this kind of sucks. Yeah, the problem is I need all of these spaces over here, really, because I want... Yeah, and I need to draw cards. Damn it. Okay, so I think if we take these 2 spaces, we wind up here, which is not really very good. So I don't really need to play both of these cards. Yeah, this is the problem. I need to draw cards, and I don't want to play into any spaces over here, which means I can't draw any cards. Ah! Ugh, this is the problem. And then I'm also like sort of sitting here just assuming I'm going to win the conflict, which is very much not a given. So maybe we use gene manipulation to play into the research station and draw more cards. Um, so yeah, I think we start with the Bene Gesserit sister then and play into secrets, and that gets us 1 point here, which is a point, so that's good. And also, lets us draw an intrigue card, and let's hope that this is a good one. Tiebreaker, combat / end game. Okay, so basically I can play this as a combat card for 2 swords, or I can save it, and at the end of the game I can reveal it to gain 10 spice, which means if I'm tied during end game, that would be a deal breaker, basically. So that's actually pretty good, especially seeing as we're currently tied with Raban. Although I don't think that's going to stay that way, really. Not really what I was hoping for right now, though, honestly. Could be useful during endgame. Let's find out what Raban does. Oh, he's going into still suits. Damn it. Oh, that's a point for him. Shit. Oh, he's going to trigger endgame. Okie dokie. Time for Atreides. Oh, he took Hardy Warriors. Oh, shit. I'm so screwed. Oh, that's giving him another point, which I don't care about. I do care about the fact that he's taken my alliance, another one of my alliances, and also he's just got 4 soldiers into the conflict, which is a super big problem for me. Um, that's okay. I can overcome that. It's just not ideal. um, okay. Right. So I can't play Liat Kynes for soldiers anymore, which is a huge problem. Um, yeah. Might need my tiebreaker card for 2 swords. It counts as 1 guy, though. Atreides just dumping 4 guys in there was massive, and it's problematic. Um, I wish I had more spice. I wish I had more spice. Um, God, almost all the alliances are gone. That's terrible. Um, okay, so if I play gene manipulation, I can't. I really needed that Hardy Warriors space. I could go in there if I could get Kwisatz Haderach, but then I won't have any water. I won't have the water for it. Damn it. That sucks. Um, so I think I just play into Arrakis, and then I get one card and 3 soldiers. I don't like it, but it'll have to do. I gotta hope this card I draw is good. After all this deck building, this is where we find out if the deck building is paid off. So we get 1 soldier that we can put into the fight. We'll put these 2 as well. We can burn a card. So let's burn Dune the Desert Planet because it sucks, even though it's not going to matter. This is the last round of the game. Do I even want to burn this card? No, I'm not going to because this is the last round of the game. I'm pretty sure. So what I will do though is take 2 spice thanks to my gene manipulation. Okay. If that's going to be good. And we get 1 card. Oh god, I need this to be a good card. Come on, deck building. Don't fail me now. Yes! Okay, this could be great. I don't know, actually. I think that's going to be really clutch. We'll find out. I'm still really short soldiers, and there's every possibility that I'm going to lose this combat, and then that's going to suck. Okay, so this is Raban's turn now. He's going into the Hall of Oratory. That's fine. 1 soldier for him. Okay. Then Atreides, I need this to be like something like selective breeding. He can't go into Arrakis because I'm there. So that's lucky. A bit of good luck. All right. You asshole. That's useless to you. Okay, great. Ooh. Right, what am I going to do? I think the thing is I'm tied with, so I really wanted to use Kwisatz Haderach to like go into fold space or something, and then get a point with the Spacing Guild, because that's another point for me. But I think that's wait, was I? No, I was here. But now I think that's silly because I will not win this conflict. I'm currently tying with Atreides. I need more soldiers in that conflict. I can't afford the Highliner. Oh shit. Oh my god, I've just realized this is even better than I thought it was. Look, it says, send 1 of your agents from anywhere to any board spaces if occupied. Does that mean I can play a soldier I've already played? No, surely not. That seems way too good. Is this card completely broken? I mean, it's not even going to tell me here. Can you take this agent from anywhere and put them anywhere? It literally says, like, send 1 of your agents from anywhere to any board space, even if occupied. It also says any board space, but I presume I still have to pay the cost. I mean, it almost seems too good for 8 cost. But if it lets me, I mean, getting another action, that's huge. Hmm. I almost send 1 of your agents from anywhere, from anywhere, from anywhere to any board space, even if occupied. That's nuts. So does this mean that I can just move an agent? Because that could be huge, because that's basically a whole nother action. Um, in which case, I've definitely won this, I think. I could even go to Hardy Warriors, actually, with Kwisatz Haderach. Um, yeah, so I think, I mean, I think this, it doesn't seem right that you can send one of your agents from anywhere. Why write that? That's very weird text. Okay, I'm going to send my agent from here down to Hardy Warriors. Because apparently I can do that with Kwisatz Haderach. Okay, I'm going to spend water to get 2 soldiers into the fight. And I gain 1 influence with the Fremen. Okay. And then I get to draw a card. Please, oh please, oh please have diplomacy. Nope. No, it's no good. Oh, it is good. It's 3 swords. Okay, that's good. But I really wanted it to have diplomacy. uh, I mean, I really wanted it to let me go into the Spacing Guild. Okay, well, that's fine. I've still got an action, though. Okay, Raban's turn. That's absolutely fine. Nobody cares. You're never going to get to put those people out. Okay. Atreides has nothing else going on, so he just goes up to 8 points. Right, so... I need to get 1 more point with this last action if I'm going to win this game. How am I going to do that? I don't know if there's any way to do that. Because... yeah... Yeah, that was probably not my best play, actually, with the Kwisatz Haderach now, because I don't think... I can, end the game anymore. Which means it's going to go on 1 more turn, which I don't really want. I don't think. Because that next conflict card is going to have 2 points on it, and I'm not probably going to win that conflict. I mean, I could go out to the Imperial base and get 2 more spice and get 1 more spice here. That'd be almost enough for another highliner. But if I can get 1 more point, I can trigger game end and also win. I've got... I've got 8. I've got 8 influence. And I can't even get 1 more influence for another Spice Must Flow card. That's so annoying. Hall of Oratory is actually taken. It's so funny. I keep joking about this space being terrible for the AI, and I'm always pleased when they take it. But now I actually want it, and that's so annoying. Because I've got 4. I've got 4 influence here on Liet Kynes, so that's 4, 5, 6 with my High Council 7, 8. Ugh. But also I need both of these cards in hand, and then I wouldn't have this one left. Ah! The thing is, I can only play into blue now. I could try and draw another intrigue card, then I'll get 2 intrigue cards. Maybe one of them will be worth a point. Seems unlikely. Yeah, I wish that I could get 1 more influence with the Spacing Guild, and that'd be the simplest way to win, but it's not possible. So I think, what is the best way for me to do this? Um, Probably to just go into Carthag and hope the intrigue has a point on it. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Um, yeah, them taking up all of these spaces down here is such a bummer as well. So I could go into still suits with Liet Kynes, and then I could have had the Alliance potentially. God, they stole all the alliances. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Oh, I'm going to get 3 intrigue cards actually, potentially. Maybe one of them will have a point on. Okay, so I think we probably just go into Carthag and hope that it's got points on it. Yeah, because I can't even draw any cards. That's so annoying. I'm going to have so much... Um, I'm going to have so much pointless influence. Okay, so I want to reveal him to get the 3 swords, just in case something happens over here that's no good. So I guess we just play... No, but then if we play Liet Kynes, we don't get the influence. Not that it doesn't matter, though. The influence is pointless. Yeah, so we just play Liet Kynes, then. To go to... Or maybe we should try and save up the spice, just in case there is one more round. Then we could potentially use the highliner. So we could play Dune the Desert Planet to go into Imperial Base and get 2 spice. And then we'd be so close to... another highliner. Uh, 3 intrigue cards. What are the odds of getting one that's worth a point? Alright, I'm playing Liet Kynes. I'm going over here into Carthag. I've got 1 soldier to put out here, because I don't think I need it in the fight. I've got, after all, 5 to his 4, plus 3 swords. If he ties with me... But if there's another round, I'm going to need that soldier. I'm not even close to... Yeah, I'm going to need that soldier, because I didn't do the highliner. Okay, so we get 1 more soldier. And we also get to have an intrigue card. So here's hoping this is worth points. Please be points. Points, points, points. Nope. You may play this turn. The card you play... Dispatch an envoy. The card you play this turn has the following icons. Damn it! This is too late! I needed this literally right now. Oh, that's so annoying. Ugh. Okay. It's so annoying. Fine. So that's resolved. Oh, I get $1, Solari, for owning Carthag. Cool. Great, and that's done. Raban is going to go up to strength 0. He's not in the fight. Trades is already on his 8. I'm going to go up to 10. And then I reveal the Fadican Death Commando, and because of the Fremen Bond, I get 3 more swords. So I'll go up to 13. I've also got the Spice Must Flow, so that gets me 1 more spice. And I've actually got 4 influence, so I don't think there's any point in buying a card. But I will buy the Fremen Camp, I guess. There's no point. None of these are going to matter. And it's replaced with Thufir Hawat. Thufir Hawat, yeah. Cool. He's got good diplomacy skills. Okay. So that's all done. Now it's the combat phase. Raban doesn't get a card, so we're just drawing for Atreides. Ooh, Imperial Churn, the voice, and wait, are these random each time? I feel like are these consistent? I feel like we've seen a lot of these, and sorry, this isn't what we wanted. I feel like we've seen a lot of these, and it feels like they might not be because these. I forgot that these are not actually facsimiles of real cards. They've been added into the app. All right, so it's replaced with Spice Hunter. There's a Fremen card. He's got Fremen Bond, gain a spice. Okie dokie. And Peter De Vries, who gets you an intrigue card. Oh, he's nice. I like that. He's a Mentat. I think he's a Mentat that works for the Harkonnens, if I remember correctly. Okay. So we need another card for Atreides combat. 2! It's not good enough. So he goes up to 10. He gets 3 spice and an intrigue card. So he gets a point. And that would put him on 9, so he's left with 2 spice. And then I get an intrigue card. Please be points. Please be a points card. Endgame points card. Yeah! Oh my god. That's clinched it. If you have... Oh, no, but this is only revealed at the end of the game. Shit. So we are going to play one more round. Damn it! Okay. And then I get 2 influence. So, now that I know we're playing another round, I'm just wondering if I should change my mind about anything. No, I should probably still go up 1, 2 here and take the alliance with the Bene Gesserit, which is a point and also another intrigue card. God damn it, no one's triggered goddamn in-game. When you win a conflict, go up 1 influence, or... Damn it, we've missed the window to play these. Otherwise, I could have used that to end the game. Damn it! I missed all of my opportunities to play these intrigue cards intelligently and well. I'm cross now. Game made me mad. Okay. So that's the conflict resolved anyway. And we're going to get Maker Spice on literally every space. So lots of opportunities for the AI to get their troops out on the board if they have any. And I guess it's me to go first, which I'm not happy about. Yeah. Oh, God. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So, we've got the battle for the Imperial Basin. Well, at least I'll get a bonus soldier for this, because I control the Imperial Basin. And I'm going to reveal the Gunthopter. This is all good. The Convincing Argument. I don't care about that. Gurney Halleck. Diplomacy. And the Signet Ring. Okay, this is fine. Also, everybody died that was here. I don't like how many soldiers they've got in their garrison, though. So I'm probably going to need to try and get that Highliner if I can. So we'll see if that's possible. I should be able to do that, provided they don't take the Highliner space, which is entirely possible, because I haven't seen that card come out yet. I am first player. It's a shame I can't use my Signet Ring to get a Spice Must Flow card at a discount. But it says the Imperial Row, and the reserve cards aren't in the Imperial Row. I need another Spice Must Flow card, actually, to corner the market. Yeah, actually, I didn't read this card properly. It doesn't have a point on it. I need at least 2 Spice Must Flows to get that point. Then I need a third one to get the point below, because for the purposes of resolving this card in a solo game, my opponents count as having 2 Spice Must Flow cards. So, I've only got 1 at the moment. So if I can get a bunch of cards this round, that would be good. Actually, playing into the Fremen is not a bad idea either, because um, I'm not too far behind Atreides. Um, but yeah, I think winning this conflict is going to be absolutely critical because it's 2 points now. Like, basically everything's come down to writing on this conflict just because the game went on one more round. Um, I do have enough coins to resolve Gurney Halleck, so if I can, I don't know. We'll have to see. I kind of wish I could bide my time, but I don't have money for the Mentat. So I think I need to keep diplomacy to get the Highliner. Yes, I think we start by playing the Signet Ring and just going into the Imperial Basin and get 3 spice. So then we can get the Highliner. And then potentially go into the research station, and because we'll have a bunch more water, and then we could grab 3 more cards. Potentially buy another Spice Must Flow, because that's 2 more points for us now. Yes, I like this plan. Okay, so here is 3 spice for me because I control the Imperial Basin. Okay. Signet Ring is done. I can also reserve a card at a discount. Doesn't matter 1 iota because none of them do anything for me. But I guess I'll reserve the Mentat just because Mentats are cool. And we reveal a replacement card, which is Other Memory. A Bene Gesserit card that says uh, draw a card from the top of your deck or a Bene Gesserit card from your discard pile. That's awesome. I like that. That's really cool. Because it helps you realize those combos, which is appealing to me. Um, Okie dokie. So now that we've done the Signet Ring, it's time for my enemies, starting with Raban. God damn it. The very first card as well. Ugh. So every time I feel like I've been very unlucky, but anyway, so he goes in here, and that gets him 5 into the. Oh, and he's tying with me. This is a real bummer. I mean, to be fair, if I get that spice, but now I don't have the water. Shit. Shit. Oh, that really sucks. Now I've got all this spice and it's bloody pointless. God, I need to go into the research station and draw Kwisatz Haderach, but I don't have enough cards because I need water first, and I don't have the water. I needed that Highliner space. I needed that. I should have built my whole strategy around 1 space. But that's bad luck that he took that. Oh, God. Okay, it's time for Atreides. He goes into secrets. That gets him a point, and also that's it. So I've done that already. Secrets gets him a point. Boom, now he's 1 behind me. I need to get 2 points this round just to tie with Raban. I mean, could I win this conflict without the Highliner? I don't think so. I do have the Gunthopter. So I've got the ability currently to get 3 troops into the conflict. The problem is I don't have cards. I need cards. Yeah, I'm really stuffed. Oh, it's so annoying as well because demand respect is is reliant on me. Well, actually, no. I can actually demand respect. I can pay 2 spice to go up 2 tracks. So I think there is ways for me to win this actually. Um, but it'd be better to just I don't know actually win it. Um, I could play Gurney Halleck using Dispatch and Envoy though. That would get me to draw a card. I'd get 4 soldiers. Boop 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 boop. Pay a water. Right, hang on. I need to work out in my brain how I want to do this because if Raban puts more soldiers into the fight, there's a very good chance he will. I'm going to be really stuffed. Like I've basically got kind of 2 strategies open to me at the moment. Either I just really double down trying to go in on this fight, which I think at best I'm going to be able to tie with Raban. But then I've got 5 swords potentially because I've also got this tiebreaker card. Um, that's provided he doesn't put in any more soldiers. Or I give up on that and I basically try to draw a bunch of cards to buy another Spice Must Flow card. And then I have 2 Spice Must Flow cards. And so I get a point for this as well. That's 2 more points. When he wins this, we'll be tied on 11. But then I can get another point from Demand Respect and the Spacing Guild. That feels like the safer play because um I mean it's kind of contingent on me getting up to 9 influence. Hmm. Uh, yeah, okay, let's do that then. So I'm going to play Diplomacy um, to put an agent here in Still Suit. Gain 1 influence here. So I'm now tied with the Atreides on these guys. I might as well kick this guy into the fight, even though, because it's not going to matter. Although I think I could have added him with the Thopter later anyway. But I get a water. Alright, that's fine. That's done. So it's Raban's turn. Don't do anything stupid. Go Oratory. Oh, he went to Carthag. Shit, that's another 3 people into the fight. I'm so fucked. Okay, so he goes into Carthag. He gets to add um, 1 person from here and 2 from here. And I get a Solari. Ha! Sucker. Okay, and then it's Atreides. He went Oratory. Damn it! Everything is like not quite right. You know? Man, that highliner move as well. God damn it. And it would be Raban. If it was a trade, I feel like Atreides had this garrison here the entire time and he's done nothing with it. I don't understand these damn AIs and their stupid moves. It's almost like they're random and not real people. Okay, so I'm going into I'm gonna play Gurney Halleck, I guess. Oh god, no, I'd be better. I'm gonna give up on this. There's no way I'm winning that. So I'll play the Gunthopter to go into the research station so that I can keep the 2 influence on Halleck. I can still use him to get soldiers into the fight anyway. It just means I lose the 3 swords. But I don't think it's going to matter. Not now. So I go into... Where did I put my person? Oh, I already put them out. So I pay the 2 water. And the other thing is actually that these 2 die. Ah! Gunthopter! It's too little too late. But, yeah. So I'm going to shuffle this. And what I really need is So I've got 4, 5, 6 influence. So I need 3 influence on the 3 cards I'm going to draw. I think I should be okay. I mean, if I can get a whole ton of swords, that would be great. But I'm going to have so much spice at the end of the game, and it's all fun. Okay, here we go. Show me some cards with lots of influence. If there's not 3 influence here, I've lost this game. So once again, it's really tight. This is only on the middle difficulty of 4. And Raban always does really well. For a level 1 enemy that's like a suggested starter enemy, he's doing really well. Alright, come on. Show me some influence. Please. Okay, well there's 2. That's fine. And 2 more. That's done it. We're good. Or at least we haven't lost horribly. Ooh, look at that. We've actually got 4 swords. Thanks to Fremen Bond. That's cool. Okay, so I think, is that the end of our turn? I drew the 3 cards, I put my dude into the fight. Yeah, so that's the end of the turn. So we're back to Raban. Oh god, pointless Imperial churn. Thufir, Hawat leaves. Yeah, I feel like these have been random each time, so that's kind of cool actually. And the Imperial Spy as well. Both leave. So there you go, Jordan. If you're still watching or catching up later, yeah, there we go. So it doesn't matter that the order doesn't move. All right, so we've got Dr. Yui, Dr. Yu. He's pretty good. Draw a card, I guess. I mean, it's okay. He doesn't have much options. And then we've got the Guild Ambassador, Space and Guild card. Plays into the council spaces only, but you get council influence or 2 spice. And if you have their alliance token, you can spend 3 spice to get a point. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that was Raban's turn. He still needs a card. Okay, so he's gone into Conspire. Oh, that gets him another point. Oh, I think that might have cost us the game. No, we might be okay. So he's going into Conspire. So he gets 2 soldiers into his garrison. And he gets to go up here, which is a point. Oh, God. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. Oof. Okay. So then it's Raban. Then it's Atreides. Atreides gone into full space. Oh, that gets him a point too. Jesus Christ. That's another point for him. God, what is happening? This is so hard. Okay. And that's it. He's done. It's back to me. I'm all out. So I'm doing my reveal turn now. So a lot's happening on my reveal turn. The first thing is I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 influence. So I'm going to buy Spice Must Flow, which gets me a point. And then I've got 2 influence left, so I'm going to buy a Spice Hunter because why not? I just want to. Which reveals the Power Play. Oh, this is quite a good card actually, but this came out. That came out in my first solo game that I played off camera. There was like 2 of those in the market right at the start, and it meant that we just basically never got to affect the market. I mean, I'm also gonna pay the 3 Solari to put 2 more soldiers into the fight. I don't really know why. It's obvious that Raban's won. I'm not even close, but I just feel like, doing it anyway. Right. Yeah, Raban's only got the 1 alliance, and he can't even have it stolen from him because he's right at the top of the track. It's so nuts. Okay. Um, Yeah, so is that it? No, now I have to do my combat strength. Okay, so I've got 6 plus 4 swords is 10. Cool. Um, that's not even close to enough. And we're done. Just trying to remember, make sure I've done everything that I need to do. Um, Alrighty then. Then it's Raban. He's got 6, 7, 8 soldiers, so he goes up to 16. Oh my god, he's 6 ahead of me. That's insurmountable. And Atreides gets nothing because he's got all of his soldiers still in the garrison for some reason. Um, okay, so now we're going to go and draw a card for Raban down here, which is 2 more. So he goes up to 18. Um, there we go. So he goes up to 18. And I am going to play some combat cards. So there's no point in playing Tiebreaker because it's not going to have any effect whatsoever. But I will play Demand Respect, which lets me... Oh no, I can't because I didn't win the conflict, right? I think I've read this card wrong. I think I've just lost. Damn it. So my sort of interpretation of this card was when you win a conflict, gain an influence, or pay 2 spice to gain 2 influence. But I think it's actually when you win a conflict, you can choose to do one of these things. If you don't win a conflict, you can't do either. Um, Damn it, this was all part of my plan. So I thought that I could do the bottom one whether or not I've won a conflict, but actually I don't think so. Yeah. God damn it. That's so annoying. Um, so I've lost. God's sake. Um, Rats. I Yeah, so you have to play that card before the conflict. And then oh god, I've got so much useless spice. Man, that one highliner draw has just ruined this for me. Okay, here we go. Oh, I get one more guy in the fight though, don't I? I forgot about that because it's the Imperial Basin. Maybe I should have gone harder into this. I have adjusted accordingly. It doesn't matter. Um, yeah, because actually I've got the tiebreaker card as well, which puts me only 4 behind him. But the thing is, there were so many variables. Um, but yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna get 2 points. And then it's the end of the game, and I'm gonna reveal my endgame card and get 1 point. And that's it. That's all she wrote. If I could have got this into play, my plan had been to go up here, steal the alliance token from him, which would have got me 1 more, and he would have lost 1. That's irrelevant. Then I would have beaten him on the tiebreaker. Damn it! As it stands, I've lost to Raban again. So, there you have it. 1 more June. Still not a master of June, apparently. Um, I felt better about the deck building in that one, for sure. I definitely struggle to get the most out of the 3 workers. Like, it really feels like very tricky to get the most out of them because... I mean, I think... yeah, it really feels like you need to... Because you need to balance the deck building with the different spaces and stuff like that. But I feel like... I'm trying to think about how I feel about this AI because on the one hand, there was a lot of moments there where I was like, "Damn it, that's like really still in my spot," um, and I guess that's good because it makes it feel like a real game. On the other hand, it's kind of like it'd be kind of nice to feel like I'm getting better, and I'm still kind of at a loss to understand what I could do better. I mean, I could sort of identify mistakes I made where I should have made a different choice, but I feel like that's it's not. I didn't make the wrong choice. I just made the wrong choice in terms of the because I feel like when I was talking earlier about how like in the final round there I was like, okay, I've got two avenues here. I try to win this conflict, but that's probably only going to pay off if Raban doesn't put any more soldiers in, or I just go for these other points, try and get the cards to buy the Spice Must Flow, you know, um, and buying the Spice Must Flow felt more reliable because it didn't rely on Raban not going in with those extra soldiers. And I still think that was probably the right choice. It just didn't pay off in the end um, because Raban happened to take the Emperor spot. If he hadn't gone into the Emperor spot, I would have won. Um, and I mean, so it's a good thing that that did work out. But what I'm saying is like I need some indicators here on how I could do better. You know, like I feel like there's a lot of I'd like to I'm going to try and get this to the table with some real people at some point, I think, because it'd be really interesting to see how real people sort of deal with the conflict mechanics and the intrigue mechanics, because there's a lot of sort of hidden information there that could be really fun. I like the idea of having a handful of intrigue cards and people being really uncertain about what those mean and maybe being put off going into a conflict because you might have, or a really close conflict because you might have extra swords that are hidden. Um, but obviously it's irrelevant in this game because the AI is never going to like have that human element of worrying about that. And it is just, I mean, I don't know if the app does some kind of stacking of the deck or if it is just still ultimately quite random. Um, I think that it is supposed to be quite random. I mean, I know that true randomness um, in software is quite difficult to achieve, so it's probably based on something somewhere. But um, I don't think that the app is using any kind of intelligence to sort of try and make the AI behave a bit more intelligently. Um, I do think Raban's ability is like way better than Atreides' ability. Although I suppose the pits just mean complexity, so maybe the low complexity AI or the low complexity characters are better for the AI. Actually, the thing is though that it's recommended you start with two low complexity characters for the AI in the rulebook for your first game. So um, I think, yeah, I think it does recommend you start with Raban and um, the two I played with in the first stream, Torvald. So, um, so yeah, I would have thought that they would be fairly easy to take on, but I only just barely won the game I played on easy, and I've just narrowly lost both of these games I've played this way. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm sort of missing a heuristic here where I don't understand how to get better at the game against the AI. If it was real people, it might be a different story. Not sure. Um, I also find that I don't know how you would get the money to unlock your sword master really without selling melange. I mean, you could go into conspire, but that's kind of the same thing, except you get some soldiers and an intrigue card. But it seems to me like if you want to unlock the sword, I don't generally like worker placement games where you have to unlock additional workers, unless it's done in a really clever way. I like the mechanism in Rajas of the Ganges, which is a dice worker placement game. Um, where is it? Anyway, the point is there's this river down the middle of the board, and you can stop at spaces along the river to get good actions. Um, but there's a worker at the end of the river. So if you scoot down the river at top speed, you'll get that worker sooner, or it's a die. You get a die sooner, but then you miss out on all the cool beneficial spaces along the river. And that's, to me, a really good way of doing something like this. In this game, it's a bit more complicated because the third sword master might not be all that good because you may not have a deck that's robust enough to place that sword master in a particularly good spot. Like I was complaining in this game that I kept finding that the cards I had would be better off to just reveal um, rather than really use them to play the sword master or the third agent into a spot. Um, so it does make it a little bit more nuanced, whereas in other games like say Viticulture, you just want to get your workers as fast as possible, and it's really there's no reason not to do that. Um, then obviously, I guess it's more nuanced in something like Agricola as well, where you have to feed them. Although I think typically in Agricola you want to get them as fast as possible as well. Like you should have a fairly robust engine for getting food in that game, or else you're going to be in big trouble. Um, so yeah, I mean, I do feel like the route to getting the sword master is a little bit too um, like it feels like everyone's gonna have to do that, you know. And I don't like when there are sort of obligatory steps that you have to take in the game because it just means like every game I'm gonna have to, like it, if it's I don't know, what is this, like five, six? I think this was a 9 round game. So if I unlock my swordmaster in round four, that's something like 20 actions, I think, in the whole game. So if I'm only taking like 20 actions and two of them have to be swordmaster and sell melange, that's already like, a fairly number of that's actually a surprising limitation on the choice. Obviously, there are other ways to get the Solari, and you don't have to do sell melange, but um, I don't know if maybe it would be more interesting in a game with lots of players because you you wouldn't be able to get this space every time. So there'd be a lot more competition for that space. But I don't necessarily think that would make it more interesting. I don't know. I've still only played this solo, so and in solo it does feel a little bit like Clockwork. Unlock the sword master within the time limit to keep up with the AI. But I don't know. Maybe there's a strategy. Maybe the thing is, like, maybe the strategy is like wait to get the sword master. Like wait till later to get the sword master. But that's not a very good heuristic because it feels like getting the sword master should be a wholly beneficial thing. Um, Whereas if it's like unlock the additional agent is not wholly beneficial, that feels counterintuitive. Um, and what I'm looking for here is like, okay, I've lost 2 games now. What can I do in my next game to do better? You know? Um, and I'm not really sure, should I have worried less about the conflicts and tried to really double down on the Spice Must Flow cards? I don't think so. Should I have tried to steal an alliance earlier or something like? I don't know. Um, should I have tried to get the intrigue cards earlier? Like all of the intrigue, I got a whole bunch of intrigue cards all at once, but they were all just way too late. If I'd had those intrigue cards earlier, I might have actually made good on them to gain benefit. So like yeah, I'm sort of like I think I'd probably I think I yeah I think I'm sort of stumped about how to improve my solo game at this. But I would like to try. I'd still like to try though. I guess it's quite a compelling little puzzle, and the other thing is it's quite quick to play and it's quite quick to set up, so that's nice. Maybe my problem was not buying more. Arrakis liaisons. I don't know. I don't know. If you know how to improve, is High Council really necessary? Yeah, I don't know, Jordan, because I didn't buy it in my first solo game. No, I did buy it in my first solo game, but I didn't buy it till late. And I was told by someone in chat I should have bought it earlier. In the very first solo game I played, I didn't buy it at all. I won that one, but I only just won it, and it was also on easy. So I was thinking in this game, the reason I got High Council early was, one, I was told I should have done that, but also because, and I wouldn't have just done it because I was told by chat to do it. I did it because I was thinking, okay, there's a couple of trash cards here in the Imperial row, and so if I buy those trash cards, then what I want is to have more options to buy good cards in order to sort of build a really good deck. And that might be my strategy in this game, is to just like sort of really try to optimize the deck. Which sort of worked. I don't know if I should have. I mean, the deck I had in the end was good. I mean, there was probably a few too many cards in it, but all the cards were good. I mean, there was that one moment as well where I played Kwisatz Haderach, which I'm trying to show you guys, and you can't see it because I'm on the wrong camera. But and I didn't. I actually put out a new agent, which is technically, I think, a legal way to use the card, but not optimal, because the card can also be used to move agents you've already got on the board. I think, provided I've read this correctly. So I probably could have had one more action that round, which might have actually swung the game in my favor. So there you go. If I lost the game, maybe it's just because I didn't read my best card closely enough. But yeah, I am sort of left thinking like it'd be nice if there was a bit more sort of obvious ways to do better in the game. And I don't know if High Council is really necessary, but I do think it's necessary if I was finding in the game where I didn't have it, I was constantly short of influence. So I think and that's kind of a bummer, actually. But I think I would probably buy it every time I play this, eventually. And I think that's kind of a bummer as well because I don't really like a sort of a mandatory thing like that. I don't think it is mandatory, but I think I would also have a hard time justifying not purchasing it. Just because, like, in the game I was playing on my own, I was having a really hard time getting over, like, 3 or 4 influence. Um, and that's, like, that's the thing. Like, if you want the cards that give you more influence, you need the influence to buy them. So you kind of get into this, like, little loop where if you don't have enough money, and your only other option really is to buy the Arrakis liaisons because they're basically the same as your oh god, what are they called? The convincing argument cards, except you can also use them to put agents out on the board. But and they've got a Fremen subtype as well, which could be useful if you're building a Fremen deck or something, like you need Fremen Bond. But they kind of clog up your deck. They're not all that good, and also if you use them to put agents out, then you don't get the influence for revealing them. And so I feel like it's just better to buy High Council because then you get the effect. You effectively get an Arrakis liaison without having to clog up your deck. And ultimately, what I want is to not have guff in my deck. And that's how you get better at deck builders. Less guff, more good cards. It's a pro tip that you can use in your own play at home. So I'm going to call that a stream. Thanks everyone so much for hanging out. It's really late here. I appreciate you guys staying up and playing with me. And I hope you all enjoyed seeing the app for this. I think it's good actually. I think especially if you were I mean, I think it's good that they introduced the Imperial churn. It came up a few times. I think it was just about right, actually. I also think it randomized. I don't think it was the same cards every time, so that's kind of cool that it's a bit random, sort of simulating people buying cards and you don't know what they might want. Um, I do think that the solo play, the AI is a little arbitrary. I feel like, but maybe maybe it's just maybe we just perceive these things. But I feel like if Raban hadn't taken Highliner exactly when he did, I would have won this game relatively easily. I think I would have won it by like 4 points or something. Um, so that's kind of like ultimately how, and that's why I'm asking the question: how do I get better at the game? Because if I can't reliably improve my performance, then it's not really a good solo mode. Like I need to be able to reliably win at this level because then I can, that's a skill I can build on. Otherwise, it's just kind of a random whatever. But I didn't buy it for solo mode. I bought it to play with people, so I still have to try that out and see how it goes. I'm just playing the solo mode because that's what we do here on the live streams when I'm by myself. So anyway, thanks so much everyone for joining me, and I'll see you all in the near future. And if you haven't yet, and you want to know when those videos are coming, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. And I'll see you all maybe, I think Sunday night will be the next stream. We'll see if I've got a real busy weekend because it's my mom's birthday. So we'll see when I come back from that. But yep, this was voted on by the patrons, so if you want to have a say in what we play on the channel, or maybe get your name in the live streams, then check out the Patreon initiative. But thanks so much for joining me, everyone. It's always nice to have your company. I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye for now.